Everything's aligned. The Suns Summer League game is tipping off at 3 p.m. We're starting at 3 p.m. and we're going to have a special watch-along in our 3 p.m. slate right after this. What's up? What's happening? Welcome into a special PHNX Suns show in the 3 p.m. slate. We got Summer League action. PHNX Suns, Detroit Pistons, and all the guys are playing once again. Koby Brea, Fleming, Khaman, Malauch, Koby Brea, Darius Brown in the starting lineup again. We got the Freckle Mamba back behind the Mac. We got Steven to my right. We got Erik to my left. We got a lot of you guys hanging out with us, enjoying basketball in the chat. Erik, what's up, man? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. The ball's getting tipped off. The Suns are playing Summer League action. They're getting it to Maluach-Peat. And it is our diehard day in our Spirit Week, and today is a fun day. We're going to have some questions that the diehards sent us. They'll be reading off as this game goes on, and we have a special diehard spotlight as well. Our diehard spotlight for today is another 30 who is from Texas. His favorite team is the PHNX Suns. Their favorite athlete is Steve Nash, and they've been a diehard for 1 year, but have been a very active member in our diehard Discord as Maluach-Peat almost gets active early, getting to the line for some free throws. But shout out to you, another 30. Shout out to all of our amazing diehards. We could not do what we do without you.
Absolutely not. We are here because of you guys, and you keep the community flowing, keep the conversation going, keep us enjoying PHNX Suns basketball. Steven, what are you looking forward to enjoying in PHNX Suns basketball today as they take on one of your favorite guys from the draft in Ebuka Okorie?
Yeah, the continued Maluach-Peat experience. But I think past that, also seeing how Koa and Rasheer and Khaman gear up to defend a guard with the arsenal of a skill set that Ebuka Okorie has, because if you're not sharp, could go for 30, could go for 40, and no one would be surprised by that. And judging by the way they've started this one, forcing 2 turnovers, they're locked in to start this game.
Locked in. I don't know exactly what the standings are looking like, but the teams who are eliminated from playing for the big one out in Vegas. Oh, he's heating them up right now. I like that from Rasheer. They've been eliminated. Their games have been scheduled for Friday. The Suns are technically still in contention the way it works. The top 4 teams advance, and they play a 2-game semifinals and finals to win the title out in Las Vegas. So still a lot to play for with the Suns at 2-1. I know point differential plays a role in that as well. The one loss was by 6 points, if you guys remember. So we'll see how it goes. Is that Koby Brea?
Yeah, it was Koby Brea. It does seem like that this is a team who wants to go win a Summer League championship. I am pleasantly surprised at the fact that Khaman, Malauch, and Rasheer Fleming are continuing to play. Always felt like Koa and Koby would be playing the entire Summer League as a 2-way contract in the 30th pick. That just makes sense. But specifically Khaman Malauch, who's just been too good for Summer League as he comes down with a nice contested rebound there. He's been so good that I wouldn't have blamed the Suns for shutting him down after 2 games. Now he's playing 4 games, but Chase and Allen told us, Gil, while we were out there, that all the reps are important for him, and they are definitely making the most out of whatever reps they can get, as Khaman being the best player on the court.
Absolutely. He's getting out there again, and I'm really impressed right now early on from Rasheer Fleming. We've seen everything pop from Cole. We've seen things pop from Man, and it's like we need the Rasheer game now. We even saw Koby find things with the 6 threes that he hit on Monday. So now having an opportunity for Rasheer Fleming, and it seems like his defense is getting his offense going. They're having to pick guys up 85, 80 feet away from the basket, and that's leading to offense. And you see an 8-0 start from PHNX, 4 points from Rasheer Fleming, 4 points from Maluach-Peat. Couldn't ask for much of a better start. I mean, come on, what are we doing here?
That sounds like
offensive.
Sounds like when I said "damn."
I'm offended.
Did I tell that story?
You did, but you should
on the
tell
show
it again.
Where we're impressed.
Darius Brown again, by the way.
Yeah, Darius Brown gets a forearm shiver to the throat and just gets like knocked down. And I kind of forget that I'm on press row, and I just go, "Damn!"
And I looked at you.
Everybody turned around.
I was like, "What?"
Everybody kind of turned around. And I was like, "Oh, I got to be on better behavior for that."
It's fine. Nobody took issue with it. It's fine. It warranted
Summer
that
League.
reaction.
It was Summer League. So let's start off with a question from our diehard Discord.
Let's start off with an alley-oop to Man.
And a timeout. Koa and Man getting hype.
Yes, sir. This is what we want to see.
Well, this is perfect timing as we see a replay of this lob here. Whew, that was a nice pass, too. So, the question from Alan is Man way ahead of schedule? What do you think?
I don't think we should put a damper on the growth that he's shown, but also you have to hedge it some because it is against summer league level talents, which is what Tim Legler also detailed when he spoke with us a little bit earlier today, which you all will be seeing relatively soon. But I can't say he's ahead because he's doing what he's doing against this level of competition. You have to see what levels of this translates to the NBA stage for me to make that type of assessment. But you can also acknowledge that these are positive steps in the right direction, yet and still.
He's right on schedule.
I thought you were mouthing like you were muted.
No, I was
like, what you doing?
I was formulating. What Shedeur did in the locker room last year. He's on schedule. I think that's the best way to say it. He's
for sure.
Growth and development is not linear.
Nope.
We know the path that we expect him to take or the finished product, but it's going to look different for different people. And with him, I just think that we're seeing what we need to see from him. And you can't do what you want him to do at the big level without him doing it at this level first. Sure. So that's checking a box on the development scale. But then the next thing after that is doing it at that scale. And it should be easier at the NBA level because even though you're playing against better competition, you're also playing next to better competition that will make life easier for you as well. So I just think that ahead of schedule, right on schedule, and doing what you want to see from him at this junction of his career.
This is exactly what you needed to see from him. I would have been a little I would not have been a little bit surprised if he was slightly worse than what he is right now. I don't know if I expected him to be this good in summer league so far. I expected him to be a lot better, to be one of the best players on the court, but I would say that he's looking like things are going to click for him at a quicker rate. Now, again, it clicking on Summer League does not mean that it's going to click on the NBA level, but what we're seeing and what is really important is improvement and confidence. And sometimes some things just click for these types of players. And I feel like whether it's this season or not, Khaman is going to click at some point, as Rasheer Fleming seems like he's clicking now.
7 points for him in the first quarter already, too. I had a free throw, right? And the finish, and then the corner triple.
I think the first free throw was Koa.
Koa had a free throw. So 2 layups and three-pointer from good defensive performance from Phoenix early on as well. And that could come in handy as we talk about with point differential if this ends up being something that impacts their opportunity to be in that top 4 teams. Can they continue to build on an early 10-point lead? There's 36 minutes of basketball left, but a great start.
I don't love that pass down there to man. He got fouled
on the catch.
This is if we had to rank what I wanted to see today, obviously I'd want to see a good Khaman performance, of course, but I think Rasheer would be number 1 for me.
Absolutely, because we have yet to see it. Another thing that we've talked about as well, good start to the game. Quick pull for some of the guys as well. So
Khaman on the bench.
Guys fresh.
We got some more Reed Bailey minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Shout. So we got Reed Bailey as Ebuka Okorie on the court as well. Big shout, Brewster Academy.
Bad little entry pass there for a turnover.
Is Brewster.
Some may say.
Ooh, almost.
Quiet as it's kept, though. We talked about this. They've already outscored their first.
Their first quarters. I don't know if it would. I guess it would be possible to score less than their first couple of first quarters, but
nice, Koa.
Let's go, Sheer.
I like that.
Oh,
I still like that a lot.
Yeah, you got to keep taking those.
I like that a lot.
Halfway down's not bad. Man, this Pistons team is bad.
They're not ready. They're not ready for the moment.
Oh, Matt Ishbia in attendance.
There he is.
Oh, can you screenshot that? Matt Ishbia showing up to his first summer league game. Of course, it's against who?
The Detroit
Pistons.
If you told me, of course, I would have said it was against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Detroit strikes a similar way.
That's interesting that he made it out to this one. We got 13-2. The only two starters still on the court are Rasheer and Koa, which I think is interesting because that's been your 4-5 off the bench with CJ Huntley being injured. It's a question from Spike that says, with sitting out all summer league affect CJ Huntley's position in the Suns organization?
Good question. I hate if injury, like somebody, people talk about losing a spot for injury, and that comes from being a starting spot or whatever. I would hate that somebody loses a roster spot due to injury, but availability is a big part of it. And if there's nothing to assess you on, I do think that makes things a little more difficult, a little trickier. I don't expect that to happen. It just kind of depends on what they have in the wing. It's not like there's been somebody who's not on the contract that's been thoroughly making it really hard. Like we got the Javonte Cook game in game 1, but he hasn't really like popped like that since that game. So not to say he doesn't have anything to worry about, but I do think it would be a bigger conversation if there were somebody who's like, man, this person needs to be on the Suns training camp roster. So and there's still like exhibit 10s and things of that nature as well that other guys can sign to get the invite. But I do think it'll make it a little more difficult once competition starts around and he's ready to get back on the court.
What did CJ show in the G League last year, Steven? Just because I think a lot of people going into Summer League were looking to watch him almost for like the first time, really, since last Summer League. Mm-hmm. What did he show that would maybe give him some good graces with the Suns organization?
Yeah, versatility. Showed ability to grab and go as a guy that's grabbing defensive rebounds and not looking for a guard to outlet the ball to, but taking the ball up the floor himself. Finishing with some very impressive dunks. Also finishing off of 2 feet with a little bit of finesse as well within that. Defensively or offensively sticking on that side, being able to space it viably above the break as well, not just from the corners.
No turnover.
Being a pop guy as well as a short roll guy. Being able to do some things on the roll as well. And then on the defensive end, no different than what I was mentioning he showed on the Summer League stage last season, but being able to be versatile in coverage. Not always drop, not always just up to touch and then getting back and drop. Sometimes he's up at the level 2 or 3 step hedge. Sometimes he's outright reading and switching with guys and doing so effectively, impacting the ball. Like he showed a lot, especially in that post All-Star break stretch of G League basketball where Khaman was pretty much with the big league Suns. That just opened up runway for CJ to get comfortable. And you saw him put together multiple double-double performances, multiple 3+ three-pointer made performances. And I feel like there's some replicability to his game with that. Now, is this going to be consistent? No. But there are flashes in the pan that suggest that these are not just one-offs and that there's a little bit of sustainability you can get from that down the line.
Do you feel like he's somebody that has the potential to be an NBA player within the next year or so?
I think he – ooh. They call it goaltending there or is that a block? They call it a block?
I call it goaltending. Look at the referee did that, but I can't tell. Yeah. Athletic play from
that was very athletic.
Javonte Cook though.
And those are the type of plays that it won't show up in the box score. Obviously he got ripped there, but multiple effort, did not give up on a play, went and made a play. And that's something that coaches especially, it will stand out to them.
They didn't give him points for it yet, but he definitely.
So I was trying to figure out, right?
But that definitely was a goal to hit the backboard first.
For sure.
They're like, yeah, Detroit's not going to score anyway. But you're saying, Steven, potential NBA prospects for CJ Huntley?
I think he can be. If you give him a simplified role that's a tough pass. Give him a simplified few roles to play to, give him better talent to play around that'll help him play to those specific skills. I can see it. I think he needs to improve the process and speed of the NBA game, and that'll naturally come with reps, which is why, to Gil's point, you just need to be available to continue on with that beating path. But other part too for me with CJ is just the strength side. He played mid-major college basketball. There's a different type of strength that you can proceed forward with versus
So shout out App State.
Yeah, shout out App State. Compared to if you went to, I don't know, let's just say Wake Forest.
Yeah.
It's a different level that you can kind of get away with in terms of the level of strength at his position versus if you're up a notch on a different level. And I feel like an offseason full of NBA workouts and NBA weight training will help him with that.
Jeff, that's Reed Bailey wearing 50, Jeff, by the way.
That's future Phoenix Suns All-Star.
Yeah.
Reed Bailey. Need the point differential in this, as Mark mentions, to get into the Summer League playoffs. If the Suns do get into the playoffs, do you think playoffs? Do you still think that Khaman, who's back on the court, by the way, Khaman plays? Because I keep on getting surprised. Every single game he comes out to warm up, and I'm like, oh, come on, Malauch is still playing. Do we think that he's just in it for the long haul? He's just going to play every game?
I mentioned before Summer League start. I mentioned before Koby got drafted that I felt like the Suns would be trying to go and win this thing. They're not going to go to ridiculous extents to do so, as in playing Khaman 40 minutes or something like that. But I feel like if they're able to get to the playoffs, they're gonna play to win. And I can see them playing. I can see them playing all of those guys a relevant number of minutes.
So speaking about the point differential, by the way, because that's relevant to what you're talking about with what they need to do.
Yep.
Looking at the
Another
standings right
turnover
now,
for us, by the way.
the top, there are only 2 teams that are 3-0. That's the Lakers and the Hawks. And then after them, it's the Nets and the Rockets in 3rd and 4th, respectively. Right now, the Nets have a 17-point or plus 17, and the Rockets are plus 8. The Suns are plus 1 right now. So
you're gonna have to win by a lot, but they're
have to win by a lot. But also, teams ahead of you could lose as well. So
True.
A big win could do a lot in the way of moving up in this one. And it also a good help that you only lost that Pelicans game by 6 points. So, but this is the highest scoring first quarter of.
This is like more points than they scored in the half.
This is more points than they scored in the first 2 first quarters combined. They scored 10 and 12. So now they're at 22.
Yeah. Well, we're feeling good. We got Khaman Malauch going to the free throw line.
As Khaman Malauch goes to the free throw line and we get prepared for the first break in action of the game, we're going to go to our first break of today's show.
Look, the entire planet is locked in on the World Cup, and fellas, we've got some beef here because we're cheering for 2 opposite teams in that World Cup finals, but we're all united over Michelob Ultra. Look, everybody here is loving Michelob Ultra during the FIFA World Cup 2026 because it's the beer to match the moment. Whether you're packed into a bar, watching at a party, maybe one of our watch parties, only one left this Sunday, or yelling at your TV at home, for every match, every goal, and every play on the world's biggest stage, crack open something superior, and might I recommend personally the Michelob Ultra in a bottle. It just elevates the experience exponentially. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer out of St. Louis, Missouri.
No matter how big or small, the Window Depot is your home improvement partner for every project. From windows and doors to cabinets and countertops, they're here to remind you that they are more than just a window store, stocking more so you spend less with no wait times, no gimmicks, everyday low pricing, and ready-to-go inventory. And they're going to beat every price.
Every price?
Any and every price, because factory direct prices cannot be beat. You can visit thewindowdepot.com and get started on your next project today. Whether you live in Phoenix, Surprise, Chandler, Tucson, or Marana, stop by one of the Window Depot's 8 Arizona locations and see for yourself why they're more than just a window store. Stop in, give the Window Depot a call, and their team will help you get exactly what you need. Browse and order directly from the website with real-time access to in-stock products at your nearest location. Get what you need when you need it at the Window Depot.
And join us tomorrow night out live at Gila River Resorts Casino's Wild Horse Pass. We are doing our PHNX live show. It is absolutely 1,000,000% free to show up. You have to RSVP, but not really. Even if you don't RSVP, you can still show up. Diehards get a free drink ticket as well. Plus, the first 10 people that show up get some nice new free PHNX Suns hats, and I might have to take it from you because that's how much I love these hats that we're giving away. So show up tomorrow, Wild Horse Pass. Get there before 6. Our live show will start at 6, but we're going to be hanging out there well beforehand so we could talk some Suns basketball. Love to get to know some of you, and especially get to know some of you if you are diehards. And we have they call it a foul. Man. Let's get to another Discord question here, fellas. Let's stick with Man, who was the first topic of conversation. Do we think, this one's from Russ, who's one of our most active diehards, do y'all think Man will be starting over Mark before the All-Star break or a week after the All-Star break? So let's just say post-All-Star break. Where is Khaman Malauch in the Suns center rotation? That's after the trade deadline, right? So that also needs to be factored in here.
I still see him coming off the bench this season as to not overload his plate and not ask too much of him. I think that we go from last year, him kind of learning the ropes, to this year being very impactful, and people probably clamoring for him to start. But as we remember, true three ball. As we remember, it's not who starts the game, it's who finishes the game. I can see him in a lot of closing lineups in games. And I mean, down the line, this is wild, but maybe we start seeing some 2 7-footer lineups where he is spacing the floor. If he can knock down the three at the clip that he's been knocking down the three at times out here in Las Vegas as well. So I don't really see him being the starting role aside from being a spot starter this upcoming season. Maybe he starts. I think the big thing is maybe he's the guy who now starts when Mark is unavailable and they keep Oso.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, if he can make a big enough leap, because then you maintain some semblance of continuity, and Oso is still the guy for the second unit, and you can still do those second unit lineups. Now that could be maybe far-fetched to think, but if it's just in a spot situation, maybe that restores order or keeps order or maintains order in some type of situations.
So I don't know if I see him starting for the Suns this season. I would love to be surprised and proven wrong, but I just don't know if he has the body that they want and that he's going to need to be able to be that type of presence and impactful piece on the NBA stage itself. I do think at this present moment he can win matchups against reserve bigs in the league right now, but I think those that he'll be able to win that on consistently are a little bit more few and far in between, which is not an indictment against him. It's growth from what it was from him coming into the league last year. So I just think he's a little bit behind on that side of things than people are maybe expecting or hoping for. But he is on the right beaten path nonetheless.
He has the potential to do so. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of extra time to get to that potential. I'd be surprised if he's the Suns' full-time starter for any reason besides, injuries or a potential injury after a trade. I do think that currently Oso would get the nod as the starter over Khaman and probably will remain that way throughout the season. But if Khaman starts winning his minutes, like you were saying, Steven, and if he wins them handedly and he earns from, let's say, 5 to 10 to 15 to 20, and by the All-Star break, he's playing 20 minutes per game and he's constantly a plus, I don't think they're going to be afraid to start him. I think they want him to be the starting center as he gets that offensive board and draws the foul. I think they want him to be the starting center. So they're not going to be afraid to start him. There's really nothing in the way. He's going to have to go and take it. And what we see in Summer League is that he certainly has the talent to do so, and at his frame, he can do things that nobody else on this roster can do, including potentially shooting threes. It just all has to translate to an NBA level for more than one game. It has to be you are consistently good off the bench, because starting is a whole different animal.
My thought is, too, when we see this across sports, especially in high-stakes situations where this is a team that's playing for playoffs, they're playing for a top 6 seed, they're playing to have home court advantage this year, he's going to be 20 years old. I don't think that he'll be in that starting position until he is more than ready. He's over-prepared for that situation, because there's no bad can come from waiting too long, but bad can come from putting him in that position sooner than he's ready to be in that position. And I mean, there's Mo Bamba sitting behind but
is that a sign?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of sign that would be, if anything.
Khaman just missed his second free throw, by the way.
So I think until he's 110% ready, then there you go.
Yeah, not great from the free throw line for Khaman.
The marginal things that have to be hammered home from early in his habits. They need all of those.
Yeah. I hope that Khaman continues to have a really, really good summer league. I'd say so far, he hasn't been bad. I'd say this is probably the slowest start that he's gone on from an impact perspective. He's been pretty good rebounding the ball. Couple missed free throws. Yeah, it's tough.
Is shooting the swing skill for Khaman that separates him from Mark and Oso?
Yeah, because I think the defense is more a given. I think he's just going to be a good rim protector. He showed us that in spurts. If he's going to be separated this specific season from those two, it would be the ability to hit a spot up three. 100%.
Okay. I'm asking because if we ask where Mark impacts the team most, rim protection should be the first answer. If we're asking where Oso impacts the team most, his ability to switch and guard on the perimeter is likely the answer that comes first. So his defense, even in potential, if it should be better than both, there's some lofty steps he has to take to sustaining the level of impact that both of those guys have. So I'm just trying to find other ways that if we're talking about him starting over both of those guys and playing more minutes or closing over either one of those guys, something else outside of his defense has to click, because it might be another 2 or 3 years before he becomes a better defender than Oso is, given what we've seen and where he is in respect to the best switch bigs in the league, which is top 5 by my eye. So if it's not going to be the defense, and we're also seeing some woes at times with that, it's got to be the 3-ball. It's got to be the 3-ball and the free throws. I feel like if it's the 3-ball and the free throws, that puts him in a different light that maybe gives Jordan Knott, as a coach, the idea of, okay, this team is switching all of our pick and rolls, or this team is playing drop. We're not getting the pocket passes that we might be looking for, or the rim pressure against the switches. What if we just throw Khaman out there? He's able to pop off of those, or we can space him differently than those two, and that's a competitive advantage for us on the margins. That's the kind of forward thinking that I'm thinking about. Okay, if he's playing over one of those two or both of those two, it feels like it has to be that hitting to a certain level.
My thought is, I agree, the shooting and the free throw shooting, but also catching and finishing. If he can
maybe the catch I keep out part,
right, that part, which is something that we're still talking about. You mentioned putting some icy out under it. Sometimes keep those hands high, and learning. But that's one of the things that he'll learn. You just said multiple times.
I did.
One of those things that I would say is that, and that's kind of goes back to what I was saying with him being over prepared. Like, there's no rush, there's no need to rush him to be in any position or have any role that he's not necessarily ready for, because no good can come of it. It can only be detrimental. But he's rebounding the ball well. That's something else that he could do to help this team, because we've seen the issues and just having the size that he brings to the table. And there's a three-pointer from Koby Brea. So I have my eye on it, but that's kind of why I was thinking the only thing, if you want to keep some type of flow with Oso being the guy who is the second unit guy at all times, I think that we're getting to a point where you can trust man to start in games if Mark is not playing the second end of a back-to-back or something of that nature. We saw it this past year, very, very different circumstances and situations, but the way Philadelphia treated Joel Embiid's injuries and the way they treated Adem Bona and Andre Drummond's minutes and starts based on who was available, Andre Drummond not necessarily being the youngest guy in the world, I could see a similar approach potentially being taken with the center rotation here.
Khaman has the highest defensive ceiling in the center room. And Oso's a great, obviously, switch big. I think Oso's the best defensive center currently on the Suns. But at Khaman's size, his athleticism, his nimbleness, I think even his instincts on top of that when it comes to protecting the rim, he has the highest upside, because in my opinion, the most important thing a center can do is protect the rim. You know, that's where teams are going to usually shoot the highest percentage. If you have somebody that can knock that percentage a couple points down, that's going to be a huge, huge, huge swing for you. So with Khaman, if he can protect the rim really well, Mark is going to have an interesting season when it comes to rim protection, because the numbers weren't fantastic last year. Steven, you talked about like what's going on around Mark Williams to put him in that position. Maybe adding Miles Bridges is going to be a little bit better for him defensively, although off ball is something that people who have watched Miles Bridges and covered him in Charlotte have said that he does struggle with. If Khaman is just able to make up for those mistakes a little bit easier, he might be prone to get more playing time. But the reason why the shooting is the swing skills, because it lets him play with Oso, right? That's the real, like, if Khaman Malauch is, if Khaman Malauch is a 36-37% 3-point shooter on 4 to 5 attempts per game, then he can play with Oso, considering that they guard completely different ways as a center.
That's the Steven side.
That's the Steven side.
And I just hesitate some just because I'm not sure how much Jordan Knott wants to play double big. Like, Jordan Knott very much strikes me, and this is based off of proof of concept, that he likes to zag while everybody else is zigging. So while everybody else is zigging on double bigs, he's trying to zag on putting those guys in rotation, meaning having not necessarily always 5-out spacing, because the most effective spacing is 4-out, 1-in, where you create more gaps and you kind of dictating the positions on the floor for everybody in a different way. But I just don't know how much he wants to play double big. I think he did it last season some just out of necessity, given the lack of size that they had, and that was the only semblance of size he could get. But I think with having someone like Miles Bridges that trucks up from 6'6" or maybe even 6'7" to potentially 6'8", he bridges that gap in a different way, and that might just be enough for Jordan not to feel like that's enough for them size-wise. So
bridges that gap, huh?
To what you're saying, Steven, I don't know if the double big is necessarily something that it's like Jordan Knott's going to just be able to immediately go to it all the time or be willing to go to it all the time. More so, it unlocks it as an option, right? Especially if
more viable than it was last season.
Right,
sure.
more viable than last year. Now, obviously, you look at Rasheer and Koa, and maybe those are two guys that could also factor into something like that. But with Khaman, the idea of putting Oso Ighodaro, who is an incredible playmaker, who is an incredible switch big, with somebody in Khaman who's an incredible lob threat, incredible rim protector, and potential pick and pop threat. I mean, you can run actions with Khaman screening for Oso. And we saw Oso really get a lot of his points, especially the self-created ones, getting a head full of steam, Gil, handling the ball. So having that with a potential bench lineup of a Colin Gillespie, a Luke Kennard, and then pick one of the other starters to fit in there, whether it's a Bridges who could play small forward, Brooks, Green, or Booker, that is an offensive lineup, again, in theory, if Khaman can shoot, that allows this team to have some pretty fun looks off the bench.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of what Steven was saying, out of necessity, but out of matching up with other teams. We've had the conversation. We know who the elite in the league are. We know that the Spurs just played for a championship, and they are, outside of having a 7'5" alien on their roster, kind of inherently small in the lineups that they like to employ. But then, Oklahoma City does like to do the double bigs. We know that the double bigs that the Rockets put out there gave the Suns problems this past year. You know what other teams are maybe potentially going to try to do. You know that the Nuggets' best player is a big man, and they try to play with some size at times. So I think it's important to be able to have that button to press and be able to trust what you see when you press that button. So I wouldn't expect to see it all the time, but it's good to be able to have the luxury to be able to do that, which the three-point development gives you the opportunity to potentially make that happen. Okay.
Things are getting a little sloppier here.
They are.
This is the end to pick up when everybody's legs are tired, but you say one more game.
Right.
Yeah, this is what that is right now.
Yeah, Koa's trying behind the back passes.
Hey.
Okay.
Good pass.
Nice. That one.
Finish that. Nice take, Koa.
There you go.
There you go.
That's much more within the realm of what you want to see. Yeah.
He's great at finishing through contact because
Yes.
you talk about the strength in the NBA body all the time, but he doesn't get moved. And if he does, it's only one half of him. Like if you watch here, like his lower half moves, but his upper half stays really, really strong and it lets him finish through contact.
Playing off of two. We talked about it. I think it was last game. It was a finish that he had, and you're like, I would have liked to have seen him play off of two on that one. And there's some things where he's learning that, but catching two-hand finishes, things like that, stronger base, being able to finish like that. Two from the line as well.
2 from the line. 8 points. Oh no, 7 points for him.
We got the odd Ishbia and Gregory Infinity Stones selected at Suns Summer League Game 4 so far.
The aligned alliance.
Look at Koa going to get that against Ebuka.
And
the alignments.
No coincidence that it has been the best showing from this team so far, at least defensively and offensively as well. 33 points with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break real quick as we get back to the action, and this things get a little sloppy. But we'll be right back after a few messages.
Here at PHNX, we are so lucky to be partners with Big Brothers, Big Sisters. And something big is happening tomorrow. It's All Cities Day of Giving, supporting the amazing folks at Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Here's why it matters. Big Brothers, Big Sisters is built around one idea, that every kid deserves someone in their corner. A trained, screened adult mentor who shows up consistently, listens to the kids, and helps them see what's possible for their life. And that's the whole model. And it's changed the outcome for kids over 100 years. But this program does not run on good intentions alone. It takes real support to make every match last. So this Thursday, which is tomorrow, join us here at PHNX YouTube channel. We'll have a special donation link so you can help us fund this incredible organization. That's tomorrow with Big Brothers, Big Sisters and All City Network, because it takes little to be big.
One Arizona, rooted in Arizona and invested
in all of us.
You, and you.
You get an investment. You get an investment. You get an investment.
And their mission is to help Arizonans live their best financial lives, buying a new car, starting a business, or just planning for what's next in your life. One Arizona Credit Union has your best interest in mind. They're part of the community, and they are proud to be celebrating 75 years of dedicated service in Arizona. There are 25 branches here across the state and an online banking app, meaning you can access your money easier. 1AZ branches are your one-stop shop for all your financial needs. That could be one-on-one financial coaching, getting a document notarized. They have friendly associates that are ready to help at all of the branches across the state. And for a limited time, open a new checking account and complete qualifying activities to earn a $350 new member bonus. Use code CHK-358. That's code CHK-358. Terms and conditions apply. Visit 1azcu.com for all the details.
We got Maluach-Peat going back to the free throw
Living
line.
at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls. Hopefully, if he continues to hit them, like that.
Welcome Cypher David Lee, who has him for at least 15.
Yes, which he says, can he lock in? I have him for at least 15.
He's locked in.
Brother, he is 7 already. He's almost halfway there, and there's 6 minutes left to go in the first half. But
also, this is Summer League lines. We haven't had some more conversations.
1-800 next step.
Yeah, but continue.
The 3-point shot seems to be a big focus for a lot of people when it comes to Maluach-Peat, and certainly it is something that we'll be keeping our eye on for his long-term future. But short-term, the mid-range game looks smooth. The free throw doesn't look amazing. To me, that's the big swing, is can you be confident from the free throw line? Because if you are going to play through contact, a lot of times opposing teams, if he does play on an NBA level in his rookie year, they're going to be fine with just hacking him, right? And sending him to the free throw line, especially if it's like him and Oso and Ryan are there. You just can't sustain those types of lineups with a bunch of guys that can't shoot free throws. So great board from Rasheer.
Great board from him. 3 or 4 from the line in today's game. And you talk about the free throw and the mechanics look a little wonky, but I think that the shot is under construction, and that's what we talk about with guys.
Oh, we got the sheer moment.
The sheer game. Here we go. But his shooting ability, you can get an idea of, one, looking to shoot the ball, but also how it looks when you shoot it. And I think that the little hitch that's there right now will work itself out over time. And the fact that he's able to knock down, connect shots, the fact that he looks for his jumper the way he's been looking for it, the turnaround jumper is giving you a glimpse as well. So reminder, people, he's 19 years old, and I think that there are a number of examples in NBA history of 19-year-olds figuring it out and developing a jump shot over time. If you trust the Suns' player development, then you'll trust that he'll figure that out. But the important thing right now is the finishing through contact, the getting through the line, learning how to impose his physicality against guys who are not as strong as him. Means that once he gets to go against guys who are just as strong as him, he should fit right in. And that's the first translatable skill, to your point, Erik, that can get him on the court earlier than maybe we expected him to.
Yeah, that's the big thing for him right there.
We have another question. This one is also coming from Russ, saying, do y'all think by the end of the year, Maluach-Peat will be playing meaningful playoff minutes?
It's a big, big question. A lot can change. It's hard to forecast that far ahead. Are they holding hands right there? Is that that's not a foul? What?
Not holding hands.
They were. That was crazy. But anyway, a lot of things can happen. That would mean that he's very much ahead of schedule. I do think he's slightly ahead of schedule right now. That's a pretty crowded area of this team. There's a lot of guys he will be competing with minutes for. I don't necessarily think this team is going to be playing a rookie in big spots like that unless he is, an all-rookie second team type guy, which could definitely be the case, but he's got a lot of guys he's in contention with for those minutes. So I don't think it's a bad thing if he's not ready to play playoff minutes. And in fact, it either be something went absolutely great that he's playing minutes like that, or something went absolutely wrong that he's playing minutes like that. I would err on the side of caution there and say he's probably playing those type of meaningful minutes next year and not this upcoming season.
Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him to get there this season, considering who all is in that room for the Suns right now in that front court, particularly at that 4 spot. Rasheer letting it go from above the break.
Bang!
That's the one that really impresses me, because he hasn't surprised me with shooting well from the corners yet. He takes a lot of his shots from there at practice and obviously in games. That above the break 3, even if it's just the wings or even the slot and not necessarily dead on from center, that's the one that's really going to shift things for him, because now you can use him in more ways. Now he's putting pressure on the rim on the other end.
He looks like he's not been happy with his summer league performances so
Very
far.
good Rasheer Fleming game tonight. Today.
He's been
and it started with the defense from point A.
He's been the best player on the court for them. He's the rebounding, the defense, the 3-point shooting, except for they messed up on that switch there and gave up a wide open 3. But yeah, Rasheer looks good. He looks confident. 13 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from deep. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. I think with Koa, as far as the playoff rotation goes, you just got to understand how few guys usually play in the playoffs, right? And you traded for somebody who, if they make it to the playoffs, which everybody thinks they will be, who is going to be playing that position ahead of him, right? And kind of filling a little bit of that same role.
Spike, you're not talking about tonight, I'm hoping, or today, I'm hoping.
No, I'm talking about
Spike. Spike says Sheer has been negative defensively.
Ebuka Okorie was 1 for 5 last time I checked with 2 turnovers.
Hoiberg.
A lot of that was
Who?
A lot of that was Rasheer being an absolute menace at the point of attack with Ebuka. Setting that tone for the Suns to get off to that 10-0 start and then following up off of that after the first time out as well.
Koa's probably not going to play in the playoffs. I think there's a lot ahead of him, but that's the 30th pick this year. I don't think the expectations for him should be to be in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out of the regular season rotation. He's just somebody that plays in summer league or in G League. Like he could definitely get rotation minutes, especially if there are injuries, but we will see with him. I'm loving what I'm seeing in summer league. I'm just not going to go out there and put incredibly high expectations.
And it's important also to note how few rookies play real meaningful playoff minutes. Like you can be a gadget guy in the playoffs. We saw Khaman Malauch do it. We didn't see Rasheer Fleming play in the playoffs. But then after that, throughout the league, it was Colin Murray Boyles, a top 10 pick, VJ Edgecombe, a top 10 pick.
Yeah. Carter Bryant
had some toolsy minutes. I could see him maybe playing minutes, like those types of minutes where it's like very situational. Go out here, bring some energy, go get the offensive board, maybe play somebody physically. We're in foul trouble, something like that. But that's probably the extent of it, and that's okay. That's the most important part. That's okay.
Detroit making a little bit of a run here.
A little bit of push.
A little bit of a push. They don't want to go out. They don't want to go down. This means too much to Ebuka Okorie.
I mean, you've seen what happened. I mean, the Charlotte Hornets won the Summer League championship last year and rode that into their most fun season in years. And then they were so good in the summer, they traded away their vets.
Yeah, they're just that good.
They're that good last summer, and not even a year later, they traded away their vets. So who knows? It means a lot. You can use that as a launching pad, and we are seeing a little more Javonte Cook today. He had a audacious 3 that he hit. He had a strong takedown in transition as well. So
we're going to be seeing a lot more of these kind of in the bench guys for the Suns. They want to give these guys a look. That because Summer League is certainly important for the Khaman Malauches and the Rasheer Flemings, even the Koby Breas and the Maluach-Peats, but it's also really important for everybody else on the roster. These are guys that are fighting for their basketball lives. Everybody on the Suns that are on it, that's on two-way or that was drafted, like they're on the team. Right. Everybody else is trying to, even if they're not going to make it in the NBA, try to make it in the G League, try to get an overseas offer, just try to put some good stuff on tape. So you'll see Chase and Allen give looks to other people. But I think with how Khaman has played in this game so far, I was thinking maybe they shut him down for the second half if it was like a 20-point blowout and he played really well. But 4 points, 5 rebounds for him. He does have a steal and a block, is plus 16 on the plus minus, but I think he'll play that second half. He's been coming out of the second halves super, super hot and try to, Ebuka.
Can hoop, man.
Yeah, that was a
lot of game.
That was a nice shot.
Now it's a 10-point lead for the Suns here. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half.
Ooh, great look.
Has he?
I don't think he scored.
Somebody asked that earlier. I don't think he has. He hasn't taken that many shots either.
No, he is a purely hustle guy.
There's value in that.
Khaman seems like a quarter of a second late on a couple of these block attempts today that he wasn't like the last couple of games where I felt like he was able to meet it in apex. So that's something I'm definitely keeping my eyes on when it comes to his rim protection.
Yeah, for sure. Now we got the Pistons cutting the deficit to single digits, timeout on the floor. And that's the perfect time for us to take our final break. Yesterday I was low on gas. The fuel light was on.
You drove a lot over the weekend.
I did drive a lot. I've been driving all over the place. Driving all over the country, some might say. But you know what? I went to Circle K and I filled up. But before I filled up, I put my phone number in.
Okay.
I put my phone number in and said, hey, Gil, you're an Inner Circle member. We're going to save you 3 cents per gallon. And it pays to be an Inner Circle member because it's not just...
Don't cost you.
Exactly. He's preaching right now. But 3 cents off a gallon. And then when you get to the Freckle Mambo level, I didn't forget, you get 5 cents off per gallon. Then they have fuel days and things of that nature. And if you're a new member, you get 25 cents off your first 5 fill-ups, which I took advantage of that as well. And you would think that it would be super difficult to become an Inner Circle member, right? It requires a bunch of different things. No.
You need my social security
No.
number? You need my credit card?
None at all. None of that. None of that.
My address?
Nope. None at all.
My make and model of my vehicle?
No. Join the Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions do apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details and save like I do, like Erik does, like Steven does, and like the Freckle Mama does.
You know what I love? Suns Summer League basketball. You know what else I love? Margaritas. Especially Casamigos' new ready to go, ready to enjoy margaritas. The drink of the World Cup is Casamigos, especially their new ready to enjoy Casamigos margarita made with the best simple ingredients. I'm talking Blanco tequila, lime juice, and natural flavors. It's sure to rival any of your favorite hangout spots. Just uncork, pour over ice, garnish with a lime, which is very important. Don't forget the lime. And boom, you're enjoying it. Just 110 calories per serving. Made with real juice as well. And with 2 flavors, classic lime and spicy, you got multiple different ways to enjoy your new Casamigos ready to enjoy margarita. Casamigos, the drink of the World Cup. Whether at your favorite spot or stocking up at home, make it Casamigos.
That's one of those possessions right there from Khaman. Set a wide pin, force a late switch. You get a small matched up with you at the nail, and you take too long to attack the mismatch and allow for all of that pesky hand help to get in your way. Stifle you from getting up the shot that you wanted to on the terms that you wanted to. Now, the positive side, he did find his way to the free throw line. But those are the little things that, again, if we're talking about him being on the NBA level and sustaining in a rotation.
On a 4 from the line right now.
That's also got to hit too.
That's tough.
That's a sequence right there that he has to sharpen up for sure.
I was going to say, the good is that he didn't turn it over and he was strong with the ball, but the bad was, it wasn't clean catch. It was a funky post up to catch it at the free throw line to begin with, and then it just kind of fell apart from there. So probably 2 or 3 bad things and one good thing.
Yeah.
So got to find that balance. Needs to be 3 and 1 the other way.
But you know what? This is
Hey, there you go.
This is why you let him play, right?
There you go.
There you go. Offensive rebound and a putback. This is, again, why I'm so glad that they're continuing to have Khaman Malauch play, because he gets put through some adversity. He's going to miss free throws. He's going to get, quadruple teamed and get the ball taken away from him in this setting. Let him go through the fire. Let him go and work through that, because as great as the first 3 games are, how he responds to adversity, great rim run from Khaman.
Seal.
Oh, give it to him. Give it to him.
See?
That was
it was a foul.
Wow.
Oh,
but you saw.
I don't care. I like the rep. I like the rep there.
Off of a made basket, no less too.
Where are they calling the foul? The charge. Yeah.
We talked about this.
Yeah, man.
I like the rep though. I like the sprinting down the court and opening up the lane, sealing your man.
For sure.
Know that they have to rotate off of them. Good guard play from Javonte Cook, and then he's just so easy to throw lobs to.
And we've talked about this too, Erik. Like the dive hard makes life better for everybody else around you as well, because the defense has to take that into account. So 3-point game here, by the way, in Vegas. The Pistons have come alive here with 1 minute left in the first half. And don't worry, by the way, when halftime gets here, we're not going anywhere. Halftime is quick in summer, first of all, and second of all, it's another opportunity for us to answer your questions.
That's right.
Before that, I was going to say, just run the floor well opens things for a lot of people. And for him to do that after a made basket is big time. Darius Brown, did they call another offensive foul?
Maybe after the shot.
After the shot.
Yeah, I think the awareness is maybe the most underrated part of that running the floor because you have to see that play materialize well before it happens. Yeah, of course that was Koby. Bro,
once a game, he's knocking somebody on the ground.
It's not his fault that dudes are too little. Tell him to get in the weight room.
I lift
and you don't, and not enough at least.
I saw somebody quote tweet Koa did the photo shoot or whatever, the rookie photo shoot. Somebody's like, our rookie is like a 15-year veteran already. Like he just looks looks like he's been in the league for a long time.
Yeah, he's PJ Tucker strong.
Yeah.
he's PJ Tucker strong with more athleticism.
Yes, correct. And taller. Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Koa's way too strong for summer league, man. Khaman currently 6 points and 6 rebounds, a block and a steal, and a +10. And what I would say is his worst half of summer league basketball so far.
That's a good problem to have, right? And as we've seen, he's a second half guy in these summer league games.
He has
depending
been.
on how much time that he gets in the second half of this one, we could see him blow things open a little bit with some more shooting, some more chaos on the defensive end, and I'm really loving what we've seen from Rasheer Fleming. 15 points in the first half is big from him. So
yeah,
that's a welcome sight. And I think the most impressive part about that and the most gratifying part about that is we all expected it. We all kind of said to ourselves, hey, Rasheer really hasn't had moments that have popped off the screen yet in Las Vegas. If he's the player that we think that he is, he'll do it in this game, and he's done exactly that. This is right aligned with what we expected from him out there today.
Don't know what's going on over here. But also Maluach-Peat having a pretty solid game, 9 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, which I think has been his best skill so far today, 2 rebounds and an assist. Does have 3 turnovers. Some of those coming as offensive fouls, so something that he needs to clean up on. But a steal as well, a +13 for Maluach-Peat. What are they doing?
I wish I knew.
Are they trying to figure out what type of free throw they should be shooting?
Yeah, because it was loose ball foul, I'm assuming, right? And then they're saying
so
the shot counts because the foul happened.
He tripped.
The foul happened after
the shot was released.
So this counts.
And they're in the bonus, so they should get 1 free throw. And the ball.
1 for 2. Well,
1 for 2 in the ball, right?
No, it would just be a loose ball. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. That's probably they don't know either. So I definitely don't.
Fair enough. But they should know. You know, it's also something to remember in Summer League is it's very rare that you just get everybody playing a good game all at once. Like, you get Rasheer, Khaman, and Koa all playing good games all together. You go down the list of even some of these other top draft prospects. Like, well, obviously, like, you know, the Caleb Wilsons are going to have good games. But, like, you know, Keaton Wagler. I keep on wanting to say Wagner. Keaton Wagler. He had a really bad game, then he had a really good game. Like, you know, these things do fluctuate a lot in Summer League. There's not as much infrastructure around these guys, but what there is infrastructure around is free throw shooting. There's no way to change that. So you should 100% be hitting your free throws if you're Khaman, who I think has been shooting like 85+% from the line before today coming into Summer League. Yeah, it might almost be like 90. So
I saw a 50-40-90 tweet, and I don't know if that was true.
We'll go with it. We can roll with it.
I mean, I can look to confirm. I don't want to put out misinformation, but yes, today. I mean,
you know what it is.
Regardless,
different arena, different background,
different depth perception
shooting
is true. It's true.
The future becomes the present said, do you know how many fouls each of the starters is averaging? Maluach-Peat has 3 fouls so far today. I would say Koa is probably averaging 6+ fouls per game.
Mm-hmm.
He had 15 through the first 2 games.
Now, there is rust with officials, no different than players finding their way and earning their stripes. No pun intended there.
Wow.
To get into the officiating, sometimes the entendres come easy. But I think there's a little nuance to the foul situation. I do think that Koa has fouled a lot. I also think that some of those are subjective to a referee's level of development and how they should be officiating the game, and things like that. So there's a little nuance to that. But genuinely and generally, he can control a lot more of those situations than he has. He also has to realize that he's just that much stronger than guys.
Yeah.
That you can only do but so much against certain matchups because of that.
Well, and Chase and Allen told us that they are encouraging guys to push the legal limits. And I think in Summer League with these types of refs, like you mentioned, it's a lot easier for them to blow the whistle when you're getting physical with them.
For sure.
And also, look, man, Maluach-Peat's not going to be playing enough minutes for him to ever technically be in foul trouble. Now, you don't want to go in and start fouling when somebody's in the bonus, but his role in the league to start off with is going to be an enforcer. So I like that he's not afraid of doing that. There's a board for Rasheer.
One.
Hey.
Was it actually and one? No,
Bro,
it wasn't
did he
one.
give him a little too little on the way down?
I don't know if he gave him. Is he not that type though?
Either he gave him a too
He ain't
little, or
that
his
type.
wingspan just had his wrist was dangling at his kneecap.
17
Which
points
is
for
also
Rasheer.
possible.
Yeah, 6 and 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from deep, 4 rebounds, 0 turnovers, 0 steals, 0 blocks, but been a pretty good offensive game from.
And
from
for
Rasheer.
confirmation, entering today, Khaman Malauch 50% from the field, 40% from 3-point range, 90% from the free throw line.
He was 50, 40, 90. So I guess he was due.
He was due some a little back down to earth a little bit, but you know.
Book Sunwalker asked in our chat, with how good Koa has been playing, y'all think Ott going to give him minutes? He looks too good for G League, bruh. I don't think he starts the season in the rotation.
Who's
Personally, Koa.
No, I don't think so either. Just they already have guys that do some of the stuff he does, but do it a little better with more experience, a little bit more size, and all of those things. So I just find it tough to see that. But I can see him, maybe an injury happens to the rotation and opportunity is extended via that. And it's just a matter of who's shown to be most ready in preparedness at practice with the scout team and in the film room and maybe even at the G League level. I could see Koa very much kind of finding an opportunity and stamping his impact on the rotation in that moment. It might not result in him keeping that position once said player or players return from injury, but it would give a telltale on where he is with his development at that time.
Yeah, I just think that it's a long process for Koa. Joshua, the $10 super chat. Thanks, Joshua. Says, off the wall question. Are the Valley Suns going to make it to Iowa this year to play against the Iowa Wolves? It'd be awesome to see them in person. If they didn't play last year,
I'm not
they
privy
probably
enough
play
to
this
how
year.
they do scheduling
It's weird how
on the
it goes,
G
right?
League. It's it's hard to predict. But I hope for your sake that you're able to see them in person because they play a fun brand of basketball. They'll have more talent on the roster, it feels like, this season. That's kind of spent time with the team as well, so not being new to them. And they're doing a good job with the development side. I think the goal sometimes gets misconstrued with G League. Like, obviously, you want to play to win, but you're playing to develop guys to play with your team on the big league team. So look at last season, they sent about 4 players who spent time on the G League level with the Valley Suns, ended up in the Suns' main rotation in some capacity over the course of the year. That's a big-time boost for a program in terms of developing guys. There's proof of concept with that as well. So definitely keep an eye on them going throughout this next upcoming season and enjoy what it is they're doing on their level.
Yeah. Look, we've got some more questions here from our diehards. It is Diehard Appreciation Day. We really do appreciate our diehards, including Alan, who, along with the questions that he sent, also sent some kind messages. Says, the shows have been amazing recently, guys. I've been watching all the time because of how many you guys have been pumping out. Thanks for the great shows, and Espo, have a great vacation. Also said his villain shirt is the best fitting shirt that he has.
Wow, where to begin? That's a lot. First of all, appreciate you tuning in. We've been trying to react and do everything. The Suns, I thank them too for giving us a lot to talk about. All
True.
these signings, all these re-signings, all these
Definitely that.
transactions that they're making this offseason. I had to think about it. Acquisitions, transactions, all of these things that are happening. But it's been fun. There's a lot of excitement around this team, and better believe that don't stop. It's the offseason. We keep going, though. We keep going. What offseason?
Well, Alan, let's answer one of your questions here. Says, are you guys okay with Dillon Brooks coming off of the bench a few years from now?
A few years from now, sure.
Yeah.
A few years from now, yes. That means that one of Rasheer Fleming or Ryan Dunn or maybe even Miles Bridges has gotten significantly better than what they've shown to be at this present moment. Also probably means that the Suns have found someone else to add to the rotation in that as well.
Will Gottlieb, CHGO Bowls, his video being used on ESPN.
Shout out Will.
That's pretty cool. I'm going to take a picture and send that in.
Shout out Will.
Shout out Will. But yeah, I was going to say the other part of it too would mean that Dillon Brooks is going to fulfill his prophecy of wanting to retire a Phoenix Sun.
Yeah, it's true.
And if he's down the line and we're talking about 34, 35-year-old Dillon Brooks still wearing purple and orange, that means he's probably going to retire wearing purple and orange. So I'd be perfectly fine with that because that means that everything is according to plan as far as the succession plan goes with the young guys who are waiting in the wings, quite literally, and could learn a lot from him.
He's somebody that I feel like as he ages will be just the perfect bench mob guy.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all. Let's go to another question here, and maybe we can turn this into a full show at a later date because it's a pretty loaded question, but we can talk about it a bit right now. It's from AZ Sports Fan 97. Thank you for being a diehard. AZ Sports Fan 97 says, could you guys rank the roster by players' value and then their comparative trade value for anyone that would be considered a potential trade asset this year? So which potential trade assets on the Suns have the highest value?
Oh man, I haven't thought about that.
It is a big question. We could each take one player, one of the top trade assets.
Prisoner of the moment, Khaman Malauch probably.
But I wouldn't consider him a trade asset.
Oh, so who is a trade asset?
Like guys that you could see being traded this year. So like a Mark Williams, maybe even a Jalen Green, maybe Colin Gillespie, maybe Ryan Dunn.
I would probably say from that group, it's probably still Jalen. I have a lot of questions. Like I think the fewest questions about that would be with Jalen, in my opinion. Mark is health, Colin is size, and can he do that in a different situation? Is it just a Phoenix thing? We didn't really get a chance to see what the value was elsewhere around the league, so. My gut says it's Jalen because he's 24-year-old on a relatively reasonable contract.
He's an expiring contract,
contract, and has all of the potential in the world still.
So for more understanding, we are ranking, or we're picking one guy and speaking about their value relative to.
So who has the highest trade value on the roster?
Well, I mean, naturally it would be Devin Booker.
Who has the highest trade value on the roster?
Asian net as well.
I'd say who has the highest trade value on the roster from players that you could realistically see being dealt? This is not an endorsement to trade them or anything of the sort.
No, for sure. I think Jalen is the natural initial answer. Can't see them trading Khaman.
No.
Rasheer wouldn't be the spearheading piece of a deal.
I could possibly see them looking to trade Colin, not this season, but after this season, as a part of a bigger deal, as really, really good salary for a guy that might have to play some starter minutes again with injuries this year. I could see them looking to possibly do that. I don't think they will. It does feel like if you're looking at top-level guys, Jalen. AZ Sports Fan puts Ryan Dunn in there simply because a lot of people seem pretty high on Maluach-Peat, and that wing rotation is getting a little bit crowded with Koa and Rasheer and Dillon and Miles, that they wonder if Ryan Dunn could be one of these like young guys that maybe stands in place of a protected first-round pick or second-round picks in a deal, which I think is interesting. I'd say Ryan is somebody that other teams could probably see a lot of interest in, and at a logjam of position here in Phoenix, they might be like, oh, we can go get a guy that would be in the rotation maybe there if it wasn't for all these other guys that are already in that rotation ahead of him. That's an interesting question.
It's a lot to think
we have
about.
to think about it more.
It's a lot. Like you said, it could be
I think we might,
a bigger conversation.
For the
Andy mentioned
doldrums.
Mark Williams, which is another name that
Yes.
I had in mind in tandem with Jalen and Colin in that respect.
Mark feels like the most likely, if there is going to be a midseason trade, it kind of feels like Mark is the most likely guy that would be involved in that.
It feels like one of those things where he is still playing well. You agree to take a step back in the moment to help yourself in the bigger picture, knowing who is waiting behind them, saying, look, let's improve ourselves for 8 months down the line based on where we are. We've seen teams do it in the past. Don't want to make completely crazy comparisons, but I mean, people were mad that the Warriors traded Monte Ellis to focus on Steph Curry at one point in time.
Look at what that turned into.
And that, you know what I mean? So there could be that type of situation. Obviously, there's so many different dynamics there, but type of thing that I can see happening.
Bully ball by Koa, first offensive possession for the Suns.
I think he hit it too little again.
Dude, he does that.
I think
love
he
it.
did.
He's good, dude. He's good.
Plays with some edge, man. He plays with an edge.
He plays he plays like he's too good for Summer League. I don't think he's too good for Summer League.
Yeah.
But every time he handles the ball and it's in his hands, he's operating like he thinks that he's the best player on the court.
Is that my man from Nebraska?
The bald one?
Yeah. Yeah, Bryce Williams.
That's him, right?
Yeah, Bryce Williams. Graduate of,
Let me guess, Brewster?
no,
Oh.
The whole world's Brewster. Good guess.
Hopewell High School, Huntersville, North Carolina.
I'm about to say,
well
the
be-
whole world is Brewster,
Might as well be
North
Brewster.
Carolina, or Wake Forest.
Might as
That's
well
the
be
whole
Brewster.
world.
Those are the guys
Y'all
I
don't,
know.
y'all
North
don't know
Carolina,
this, but
close
like
enough.
Gil knows everybody.
I
Like
don't know
Gil,
everybody,
like y'all should have
man.
seen like we're walking around Summer League and Gil is just like, oh my bad, he's got to go like dap somebody up. And then he goes and daps somebody up. He's like, oh yeah, I know this person. Oh yeah, and that person. Oh, you know that person? Well, that person knows that person. I actually know that person. And it's like, all right, big dog, just knows
The
everybody.
basketball world, man. The basketball world's a small world.
It's your world.
It's
your world and we're just living in it.
Nah. Every time I see people, I'm like, hey, you guys know I know Erik Ruby? And they're like, oh, no.
They said, oh no.
They'd be like, whoa, for real? I'm like, yeah, I swear. Like, look, I texted him. Look, I have his number.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
man.
for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
You say, hey, I know Erik Ruby, and they say, why are you telling us about some random dude? We don't care. We're here to talk to you, Gil.
No.
Spike says, hey, crew, where do you think Nick Richards ends up? I see his name associated with multiple teams as a backup center, but still not signed anywhere. They're probably just like waiting to give him the max. He's
Well,
probably-
Nick is succumbed to the LeBron James freezing of the market at this present moment. It's hot out here, but it's cold on the transaction
sentences
market
I
right
never
now.
thought that I'd hear, but specifically today, Nick Richards is a victim of the LeBron James free agency decision.
You see what
Indeed.
Spike said? Do you see
No.
any Gil lookalikes?
Any Gil?
Oh, yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
sure you saw plenty.
everybody.
You're right. Literally,
The guy who
everybody.
told me that that I had something wrong with me.
Wow.
You don't know that story, Aryton. Gil and I were walking into a casino, and this guy randomly goes, whoa. He goes, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you're so pale, there's no life in your eyes. I'm like, I'm just pale. He's like, no, like, you're not living right. Like, something is wrong with you. And I was like, dude, I'm just pale. And that goes on for like 45 seconds. And then he goes, can I hug you? And I go, and then he pulls me in for a hug and like does not let
Then
me
he doubles
go.
and he like does what,
He,
one of these squeezes.
like the
And
squeezes.
when he does that, Erik looks at me and goes, it was interesting.
That might have changed the trajectory of my life if that happened to me.
Dude.
I wouldn't be the same person if that happened to me.
So I actually totally forgot about it. And I didn't even tell it. Like, Gil and I were the only ones that knew. Like, Shane didn't know about it until the next day.
The post game.
I told the story on the post game, and then Dre Mill in our chat goes, was it a dude with glasses and dreads? And I'm like, yeah, it was. And then he goes, that guy stopped me and told me that I have RBF and that I need to work on it. And it made me feel so much better about myself that it wasn't like just me. This like seems to be this guy's shtick as he's walking around Vegas telling
Yeah, I
people
need
there's
to
something
know
wrong
what's up
with
with
him.
that guy. That's just like every year he's at Summer League just like looking to get under people's
Maybe
skin.
so.
Well,
That's
and it's
kind of
like,
a fun life.
I mean, first of all, he smelled terrible, but
Reckless
he
closeout, by the way.
reckless closeout in Summer League. Take me out back, man. It
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. Go back to Nebraska. He said he took my energy. Well, I think you just heard. No, he didn't.
By the way, Spike, real quick, I got a text probably about 4 months ago at this point now, and it said, hey, I'm watching the Thunder right now, and I just saw Jalen, Will Williams, and I don't have to wonder what you would look like with dreads anymore. So I have gotten that already. I've been told I look like Jalen, Will Williams if I had dreads. That's what I would look like. So I don't agree.
Most
but
of the time that somebody says it, it's like, I could see it a little bit. Like a little bit. Like just like the smile. You're a smiley guy. Look at the smile.
I'm just happy-go-lucky,
Look
man.
at the
I'm sorry.
smile.
I'm sorry.
You're like the J Will of PHNX Suns.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not a bad. It's a championship level player.
Who does that make you?
I don't know.
Alex Caruso?
Brooks Barnheiser. Buddy Boeheim.
Oh, don't do that.
All right,
Also went to Brewster.
Fucking
Of course, because of course he did.
Who didn't go
Where
to
else would he
Brewster?
have went?
Gil looks like Asian Duke Dennis.
Wow.
Been told
Man, you
this
gotta
Dennis
jump on
before
the
as well.
you gotta jump on the mic and say that, brother.
Yes,
Apparently
Jalen
Duke
Williams.
be out
Andy.
here too.
Oh
You do,
my
yeah,
God.
see,
More often than we thought.
I'm running to him like, ain't no way, boy. It ain't no way, boy.
Not
it ain't no way,
twin.
boy.
Twin
Not
forever.
twin.
Oh man!
Oh, this is a closer game than it was supposed to be.
And this 1 minute of action has taken like 10.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, the
1 minute.
reviews, this
We're
is
1 minute
gross.
into the second half.
Nacho Libre says Erik is the Steve Nash of PHNX Suns. I mean, that's probably the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Wait,
And
but
Anytime
is he talking about Mavericks Nash or Lakers Nash? Or?
it has to be
Talk about the
Suns
before-
Nash
before he
because
left. Before he left.
I'm tucking my hair behind my ears.
Oh, okay.
Right? So this is
Just don't start licking your fingertips. Don't do that.
No, I mean, that's
After touching the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
yeah. I've never understood people that did that. It's so gross. To
Hey,
me.
you know they work
Nasty
for Steve
business.
Nash, but
Yeah, I guess if you're a multi-time MVP, it's okay.
His
You know
oral,
what's
his
crazy?
oral
Yeah,
hygiene
can I take a
routine
moment?
must have been crazy.
whose name was invoked in the
'Cause-
chat like 30 seconds ago
Sean said Lakers Nash.
when we talked about free agency?
Nick Richards.
What just happened?
An illegal screen.
Yeah, man.
They said if you say the name 3 times, somebody on the Suns will commit.
Oh,
illegal
thank you, Kara. Thank you. The hair is getting pretty long. I don't really know what to do with it anymore. We were at the Airbnb and Gil saw me without like a hat. Like I'll like briefly take it off, but I usually have it on. So Gil saw me just sitting on the couch without a hat. He walks out and he goes, "Damn, your hair is long."
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't realize.
And I was on the
Tarzan.
phone. I was on the phone, so I just like kind of gave him a look. I was like, I mean, yeah, it is.
On that Tarzan for real.
The future
Told me
becomes the present.
trying to be a surfer. There ain't no water for him to surf on out here.
Nah,
but
you don't look at me and see surfer.
At the future becomes the present. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to give them a free ad. But I've been told that before. And you can holler at them and tell them if Dennis Haysbert ever wants to take
I
a
could
break.
see it, bro.
I'll do that. And I'll also let you know that with PHNX, you're in good hands.
So with Khaman Malauch, you're in good.
With Kamal.
Well, actually, I don't know if you could say
somebody
good.
clipping that.
I don't know if you could say good hands and Khaman Malauch.
Oh.
Let's go, Koa. Dude, he just gets to his spot. That's what I love to
I still
see.
like that.
Yeah, the Bobby Marks interview, the flow was flowing for sure.
The Channing Frye one, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
You and Channing Frye?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, no,
know,
I don't
man.
see that. I don't see that.
Look, it's just smiley.
Oh,
people
nice
like,
catch.
Oh,
Oh, uh-oh.
I'm glad that was.
Rasheer looked like a deer.
Yeah.
Radeer.
Wow.
This is what you get for Summer League watch-alongs, man.
Oh man, Ebuka. Talk about getting to your spots, man.
He's tiny, though.
He is
tough.
He is.
He is tough, but he's tiny.
But playing off of Kate Cunningham, you can do that. When your point guard is 6'6",
Or if you
6'7",
got Jalen Duran setting screens for you.
Maybe.
still a free agent.
Potentially setting screens for you.
That is pretty wild that hasn't been.
It's LeBron. It's Nick Richards. It's
Nick
Jalen Duran.
Richards, Jalen Duran, yes.
Nick Richards and
You
Jalen
see
Duran. man.
You see the pipeline.
Are we sure that those guys aren't waiting for Nick Richards?
Oh man, trying to
This
follow
could
where
be
he
the
goes.
year of Nick Richards.
LeBron.
Okay, man.
A little
man.
lefty finish by
Oh,
Khaman.
high off the
LeBron
glass.
is a
That's
fan
smooth.
of
A good
Jamaica.
catch, too.
I like that.
We'll say
he
that.
heard you talking about the good hands.
You ask him after the trade, he'll admit that immediately. Oh yeah, Bob Marley, all that, yeah. All right, bro.
Oh, can I
Zig, all that, bro.
clarify? Oh my God, that's a crazy make. Holy crap. I want to clarify something I said like 5.5, 6 months ago on this show.
Wow, that's a long time ago. Nobody remembers at this point. I appreciate
That
accountability,
it was
though.
about media day when Nick Richards and I used the bathroom at the same
Oh
time.
man.
Because
would've forgotten
we,
about
because we
that wasn't that long. It was like
okay,
5
calm,
weeks ago.
okay,
that you
calm
said
down,
that.
calm down, calm
Just
down.
leave it
Okay,
alone.
calm down.
You
first
told
of
that
all.
story not that long ago.
I
bro.
told it.
Leave
It was
it
at least
alone.
in season. It was like in season watch long.
No,
and
it
you
wasn't.
guys,
You know why it wasn't? Wasn't it during? What didn't we tell that story after Carter Bryant? Was
No,
in the
it was
bathroom?
one of the questions.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
It was where were you
Okay,
supposed to be? Were you
but you
not
guys-
supposed to be somewhere?
But
that
you
were
guys
or
made it.
something?
You guys made it like pointed out to me that I made it
Hey.
that
Oh,
I made it seem like I talked to Nick Richards while we were both using the
You
bathroom.
made it sound
which
like that.
no, that's what I said. I said you guys informed me that I made it sound, and I want to set the record straight that that's not what I did. Is that we both used the bathroom multiple stalls away from each other, and then as we were washing our hands, I said they don't got a separate bathroom for y'all, and he goes when you gotta go, you
Correct,
gotta go.
Correct, Kevin.
hey. Oh, I wanted that
come
government
on.
mandated
Nick's
second
voice
half
is a
three-pointer.
lot deeper than you portrayed it to be, though.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
more
go.
realistic if you are going that route.
And like, you know what? He was spitting. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And I had to go, and he had to go.
All right.
So it's 57.
No, but I did,
59.
Kevin.
The Pistons are
I
in
now have
the
the
lead.
I waited
The
in the
first
third
lead
quarter.
of the game.
First
I
time,
waited
Gil.
until after we were
First time,
done.
Gil, there's like maybe 6 minutes left in the third quarter right now.
Oh, man, there it is.
Above the break,
There
second half,
it is.
come on.
It's the second half, and you know what he
Second
does in
half,
the second
come
half.
on, helping us
He
change
lets
the
it
subject.
fly.
Come
He-
on,
and he
let it
knocks
rain
it-
like
time.
Nick Richards on media day.
Can you mute his mic, please?
That's not gonna stop me.
I was about to say, we can still hear him.
Yeah,
in
Not
but
our-
gonna
I'd
stop
rather
me
them
at
not
all.
be able
Look
to.
at that. Kevo says, I use the same bathroom as Monteus Krivas once. I don't know if I said
Another
his
one?
name
Yep,
correctly.
let it fly.
I just spelled his whole name.
Boom. It's
Splash.
kind of it's like a bit at this point.
It is a bit at this point. It's back-to-back threes from Khaman.
Mm-hmm.
Splash.
That's crazy.
Splash. Sorry. Nick Richards in the media day.
What happened?
I just said Nick Richards in media day. Splash.
Just come on, man. Come on, man.
But sir, Kevin, I've never heard you say the man's full government first name before.
Yeah,
It's
it's
always
always
been
Mo.
Mo, and which is why me
or
and Gil were
Mohammed
like,
Krivas.
who? Never heard of this individual that you're speaking about now. Be consistent, sir.
Consistency is all we ask. Just like man making threes in the second half.
right.
Consistency.
That's right.
It's just what he does.
If that's the case, then play him in the second half of these games in October. Be keeping
That's
this
fun.
up.
It's a fun habit to have.
Yeah.
And what's he up
definitely.
to on the game now after those 2 threes? Man is at
Yeah,
what?
he's
gotta be
he's
in double figures.
14?
Let's take a look what the box score is telling us. Khaman Malauch now has 14 points, 6 boards,
2 threes made.
and a
Back
block
to
and a
back.
steal. Only one turnover today as well.
Mm-hmm.
2 of 4 from 3. 1 of 4 from the free throw line is going to sting for a while.
Yeah, he'd be close to 20 points right now.
For sure. I wish they do have on like the full box scores like how many free throw points you got, so it makes it make a little more sense, but they don't have it on like these live box scores, so you don't really know like how many points left on the board. Because I think you had 1-and-1 opportunity, I think. But your big three though, you got Rasheer Fleming with 17 points, Khaman Malauch 14 points, and Koby with 11 points in this game so far. What I'm mad I didn't think of last game because it was Brea, Pete, and Malauch, your BPM. They had the BPM was kept the team jumping, but it took me too long to think about that. So we got Suns up 63-62, 5:17 remaining in the third quarter of Summer League game number 4. It's about to win. What are you guys expecting to see, hoping to see over the last 15 minutes of the game?
Take over, Khaman. We saw Rasheer in the first half. I loved that. If Khaman just wants to come out here and take over in the second half, let the game come to him in the first half and then enforce his own will, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. I don't know why we're doing the sideline interview.
Who is this?
I don't know. Is it Sue?
Koby grandmother.
Oh, Koby's grandma.
Love that. Okay.
Sure. Why not?
Why not?
Why not let it fly?
Why not let it fly? Yeah.
Yeah, if Khaman just wants to take over and lead this team to a win, that'd be great.
Oh, jab him. Go take him. See?
Yeah. I like him to just take that shot there.
Yeah.
There you go. Good.
What are they called?
What are we doing?
What is this?
What are we doing? Yeah, refs are tough.
That is really cool though, because we saw in the last game we went to on Sunday, we saw his parents were there. Shane saw his brother there. So family means a lot to him, and it's cool that they will all get a chance to see him play in the backyard this upcoming season. But his first taste of pro action coming out in Las Vegas, they're there for it.
You get to see him play in the backyard his rookie year after.
With grandma on the broadcast.
Oh, we need that.
Yeah.
That was nasty.
Oh, and a block from Khaman. Let's
That
go.
was a great pass.
Come on, boys. Let's go. This is why you watch Summer League games. This is why you watch Summer League.
Love that. She didn't seem like she didn't have that crazy of a reaction, but she's seen that before. That's probably why.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, he did that to me about 10 years ago.
I first saw him do that when he was 13.
There was a time where I saw the bottom of his sneakers on the court in the backyard, and I knew at that time he was going to be in the league.
Dude, he's somebody that they
He's
knew
up there.
from 8th grade that he was going to be in the league.
For
The-
sure.
The rim run was crazy, and then he also like called for the lob right when he crossed half court,
Yeah.
which is pretty crazy. So
Different type of athlete, man.
sure is.
Dang.
That was nice.
He's
That
an
was nice.
athlete, man. He's an athlete. Damn.
Wait a second. Wait a minute.
Oh, and he went head
Yeah.
top on him.
Head taps.
Yeah,
We love that. We love
grab
those
that
head
too.
taps. Yeah.
This will be a good game.
Yeah, we got us a good
Not
one.
great for the Suns' playoff chances,
Oh my gosh.
but still a great game nonetheless.
Playoff chances in Vegas. We love that.
I mean, hey,
That's what it's all
you're here
about.
to win.
It's the name of the game. You know, a lot of people go to Vegas to win and lose.
That is true. Not us, though. We won.
We won. Big winners.
All
Big time.
winners.
Always.
Never lost, except for when I got pulled aside
Now
and
you
told that
sound
there was
like
something
Lamar.
wrong with me.
Never lost.
Never lost.
Never lost. Oh, man.
I miss, peak LeVar Ball.
Yeah, man.
Have I ever told you kind of look like LeVar Ball? I'm kidding.
I have a friend.
No, get out of here.
I have a friend who was told that
A friend
that he looked like LeVar
okay.
Ball.
You don't look like LeVar
No,
Ball.
I don't. Carolina Panther legend LeVar Ball, by the way.
True.
By the way. Oh man. So we're sitting here late third, got a game, probably going down to the wire. 65-64 Suns lead. I say late third, it's 4:22 left in the third.
His third quarter has dragged on.
Yeah, yes it has. But that's okay. Well, not really. I was gonna say that's okay, but it's not.
I would like it to go faster, and I'd like the Suns to win.
Yeah. You don't ask for much. Those are two reasonable asks, Eric.
Thank you.
Yeah.
More reasonable than my summer league wish list.
Yeah, kind of. By the way, over 130 of you all
Bang.
watching this game with us, the Maluach-Peat game, the Rasheer Fleming game, the Khaman Malauch game. What you want to see from those guys, basically. I know the start was fueled by what the Suns were doing defensively. They need to get that back here and kind of pick back up on that end of the floor. They're forcing a lot of turnovers and making life difficult for Detroit. Didn't expect them to not play well all game, but now they responded. Now you respond.
Yeah.
And another review.
Woohoo! Well, then a perfect time for another question. This one from William.
Will.i.am.
asks, he lists off the Suns rotation: Colin, Booker, Green, Brooks, Bridges, Oso, Koa, Fleming,
You
Man,
name
Williams. He said so many guys who could play the 3 or 4. Didn't even include Ryan Dunn in there. Who's getting the short end of the stick? Or does Colin's minutes at point guard get affected by putting both Dillon and Miles on the floor together at the same time? I don't know if Colin's going to be the one who gets affected by that.
If anything, Collins' minutes go up from last season.
It is going to be a roster crunch, though. Can you guys give me your way too early prediction for the Suns'
gosh.
eight-man playoff rotation?
8. They're going to play more than 8.
Okay, 10-man playoff rotation.
Well, the starting lineup we can all agree on.
So, Book,
Dillon Brooks, I don't know. Dillon, I was about to say Dillon Booker. Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams.
and we're 1,000% penciling in Mark Williams to start.
I
Yes,
am.
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes, Yes.
Cool.
And then you go Colin Gillespie, Jordan Goodwin.
Okay. Then,
Also,
Also Iguodala.
will be
Iguodala.
in the rotation.
Yes.
So that's up to 8 right there.
You're 8.
you
Luke
need a
Kennard will be in the rotation.
Kennard.
so you need a forward. You've got Jordan Goodwin is going to play forward. You've got Kennard. You've got Gillespie. You've got Oso. So that last spot, you're deciding between Khaman, Rasheer, Koa, and Ryan Dunn.
Highsmith.
And Haywood
I would say
Highsmith.
Haywood Highsmith is
And
in that
Jamari
mix, too.
Bouye. You think Haywood's in there? Good board.
Hey, nice board. I would say right now, if like in the leader in the clubhouse is Khaman Malauch,
Nice.
but
That's
I think
such a
that-
good
Ooh,
read.
Bang.
Hoiberg. That's
Who?
such a good read.
But I think that the leader in the clubhouse is, Malauch right now based on the way he's playing. But I think that they have the luxury of, it depends on who your matchup is in the first round. If your matchup against Houston in the first round, that 10 might look.
Oh.
Please get up.
Ooh.
Is he good?
He's all right. Gathering himself, but he's all right. Thankfully.
Yeah, he's good. But yeah, I think, if it looks a little different if you're playing Denver in the first round. If you're playing San Antonio in the first round, whoever it is, I think OKC. I think you have.
Yikes!
You have the luxury that your personnel, you can give different looks as far as that goes, and I think that is by design. And I think that we will see a lot of different looks throughout the course of the season. 20 points for Rasheer now, which is great. Love that. Love that a lot. So yeah, that's my answer right now. I don't know if that's a cop out, but that's kind of how it feels.
Yeah. Options in depth will be this team's strong suit. They're going to play a lot of guys in the regular season, and I think a lot of guys can play. I don't think it's just going to be just because. Hoiberg? Aw, Sammy. Come on.
Sammy.
Come on, Sammy. Got a 2-point game here with the Pistons having the ball. Keep on thinking the end of the third is the end of the game, and that is just not the case. It is a fault of mine during Summer League.
Goodness gracious.
Nice steal.
Yeah. You don't know about that either, Aryton.
Yeah.
That was a good pass. Nice.
That was a nice read.
Good decision. To Jameer Nelson.
Did we tell
Jr.
that story on the show?
We did tell a story on the show. Of
Basically,
him.
I willed the Summer League game into overtime.
The same way he did the double overtime game with the Suns and Magic, he did it with
the game before the Suns' 8 o'clock tip-off.
Started at 8:15.
Keep that energy away from today, please.
Yeah.
Whatever you do.
Don't say that word. Don't put that word.
I was bringing it up.
What's the word?
Yep. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Not too short's word.
Nothing?
Can't say that.
Ain't talking about nothing.
Can't talk about nothing, man.
What are they talking about nothing? That was us the first couple hours of free agency this year.
Yeah.
What they talking about? They talking about
The
nothing.
DeAndre Jordan
also
hour.
very
What they
true.
talking? And that's still the only move the Pelicans have made.
Dude, they're so stupid. Why can't we trade with them instead of the Hornets?
Oh boy.
There you go.
Good board.
Dude, Fleming.
Working on double-double.
Bro, Fleming is just massive.
Double-double alert.
There you go. Get to the line. Let's make this game go even longer. Yeah.
It's legit been a 35-minute third quarter, it feels like.
Yes, sir.
This is such a long third quarter. It literally has been 35 minutes. Yeah, it has.
My internal clock is now back in alignment after it was whacked out
Ding.
these first 3 days since coming back from home.
Yeah. And this is where it like sets in that it's like, man, it's the ref hour here.
Ooh. Oh, hey. Hey.
I don't know about that. I didn't like that at
Hey.
all.
Dunk him.
There you go. Stat padding, baby.
Love that. Get your double-double in, too.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
16 and 8 for him. 5
Yeah.
offensive boards for him.
16 and 8, a steal and a block. 2 of 4 from the field. 6 of 10 from the. 2 of 4 from
three.
deep.
Yeah.
There you go. Come on.
Per Amon Shumpert on the ESPN broadcast, someone on the Pistons was talking trash to Brian Gregory, I believe, after a basket is scored, which is
Interesting.
very fun on the competition side of knowing who's who and who's what in respective franchises and talking to them.
Interesting.
And knowing Brian, he probably just gave the wry smile and laughing like, that's the guy I like.
That's the guy I like.
Definitely that.
Let's get a stop here, fellas.
Good board.
PHNX crew, make your prediction now. If the investigation determines Kawhi was aware of the aspiration scheme, what do you think his penalty will be?
I don't know. That's a
as
great
good as
question.
mine.
That's a great. I don't. That's.
Should just guess.
I
when
don't
the
think
league is
he's
gonna
gonna be
figure out what
penalized.
they want to do with it.
I feel like
before
it falls back on the
penalty
Clippers and the billionaires. And
I think his
not the
contract
player.
just gets voided.
Yeah, I think the
Which-
contract gets voided for sure.
What's
So
that
then
mean for
what?
The trade is kind
So do you think he
wild.
signs with Toronto still, or what do you
Yeah,
think?
he's
That might
not-
mess everything
yeah,
up.
He's still going to sign
signs with the
Toronto.
signs
but then
with
but they'd have to sign him to a really low deal
I
or
would
find
say
another trade partner for
Contract
Brandon
would
Ingram.
be- yeah.
Whoa.
Nice drive.
signs with the Suns.
Would love that.
I mean,
I mean,
we might do an episode of it.
Why not? Mandatory smiles and laughter every game. You know what? He has been more talkative lately and more visible. Maybe they're like, "Hey, listen, man, your
Kawhi?
punishment is to just
Yeah.
let everybody see your personality." Because he definitely has another one-off free throw for Williams. Sure. Oh, look at that depth chart right there. Beautiful. They heard us. Get out
They
of our
got Amir Coffee on the
Come
depth chart.
on, bro.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Coffee's
bro?
there, and Highsmith is at the 2. Hey, excuse me.
This is weird. That's weird. That ain't it.
I mean, maybe the worst depth chart we've ever seen.
Wrong lefty who used to play for the Clippers, guys.
Guys, what are we doing?
Was Luke Kennard on there?
No, that's what I
No.
say. Wrong lefty.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't.
I'm so confused right now.
I often get the two confused, but you
Yeah.
know, Amir
Easy-
Coffey.
easy
yeah,
to do,
easy,
you
yeah.
know.
Oh,
Good defense. Come on. Took away those. The pivot from the big. Got a good rim pro. Got the stop without fouling more than anything.
I don't mind. Like, Khaman missing free throws isn't the best,
No.
but at least he's getting to the line.
Yeah, that's the first thing. The other part,
Jordan smiling.
that'll be fine.
Kind of.
Yeah, a bunch of us, Molly will get out of him. But yeah, I think this thing, getting to the line is the first part of it. It's the skill part of it. But there's also, you know, that part, making and missing, you'll feel it can fix itself. Oh my God.
How many threes does Rasheer have so far? Rasheer is 4 of 5 from deep. It's not bad.
Also, this kind of is a response we talked about.
Nice. Oh,
He was vertical on that one.
I don't know about that.
Maybe the foul was low instead of on him.
See,
Or they did call it on him, I guess.
he's frustrated at himself. He said, "Make a free throw, man." So
Mhm.
that's the other thing. It's not like he's just like sitting there. We know Khaman Malauch cares about this a
Yeah.
whole lot.
Rasheer's made 4 of 5 from deep. For
There an echo in here?
yeah, actually. Oh, Jordan not smiling too. While we at it,
Yeah.
rolling too.
Oh man.
I just finally had an opportunity to hit you with that.
You're welcome.
Close this quarter the right way, get a good look here, and then finish the game off.
Oh,
Well, joke's on you, Gil. There's at least 8 more minutes left in this quarter. So
Throw it
don't
up.
say that. Hey.
Whoa, he thought he was Jay Huff.
Oh, he just traveled.
yeah, he traveled
He
like
did travel.
crazy.
Definitely traveled.
And that's part of the growth, right? You know, to take steps forward, sometimes you have to take steps forward. Clip that. Yeah.
Clip that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the figurative with the literal.
It's funny. Some teams give guys like whack numbers for summer league. Some teams don't. So you see 39s and
Shoot that.
46s. Let that fly.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
He's not afraid.
I like that. But only in the second
In the
half.
second half.
Only in the second. He took one in the first half and taking 4
That's
in
the
second
rule.
half.
You're not allowed to take them in the first half.
So I had a theory, and I've watched, some bigs that I've watched that like to take threes. I call it the punch card. Every 7, 8 rebounds you pull down, get you one up.
Go take a 3.
If you want to take a 3, go pull down 7 rebounds.
That's why Andre Drummond's definitely.
he got his. So you want, and if
Letting
you
it
make the
fly.
first one, you get a second one. But if you miss the first one, go get 7 more rebounds. You can take another one. It's your punch card. So that's the way I look at it with some bigs. Now, if you can shoot it the way Khaman's shooting it, it's fine. But if you're a guy who can kind of shoot it,
I kind of likes to see. I'd like to see Mark Williams do that.
a punch card.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? She works on it. I think
I'd like to see him take 3s.
I wouldn't be surprised, man, if he's maybe a year away from like that becoming something. Because like
Okay, but
he works on it a lot.
a year away. I want to see it this year.
I know you want to see it this year.
We kind of need it this year. Next year.
Javonte.
Khaman's year.
Good
Come
boy.
back up.
Hey,
Nice take.
Yeah.
Go Rasheer. That's 22 points, by the way. For
And
Rasheer Fleming.
another offensive board putback. No.
17
No.
17 points. Sorry, 22 points, 7 rebounds. Khaman Malauch, 18 points, 9 rebounds. Koby, 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists.
That's exactly what you want to see from those guys specifically.
Koby Brea, not a great game. 3 points for him.
Only taking 4 shots.
Yeah, 1 of 3 from deep.
7 boards for Darius Brown and 6 assists as well. So a guy who we talked about playing the point guard position. He's playing it more the way we expected him to play it.
He's been good the last couple of games.
He's been very solid.
You look at a lot of these like lobs that are being thrown, and he's the one throwing them.
Is it just me or does one of the refs look like the actor that played Dre and straight out of Compton? I barely got a glimpse of him, so maybe not. You'd be delighted to know that that's somebody I've been told I look like.
Dre, the guy who
played Dre and straight out of Compton. Yeah, number 46. They out here looking like linebackers and fullbacks, or like safety.
Really?
I've been told that. Yeah, I
you
don't see it
don't
either.
know.
Thanks, man.
No, you don't look like this guy.
Thanks, Erik. After 3, Suns 78-74 lead out in Las Vegas, playing in the big Thomas & Mack Center right now. 1 quarter to play. A lot to play for. If the Suns win by enough, then they're still within the realm of playing in the Summer League tournament. If not, they'll just have 1 more game if they don't finish in the top 4. So a lot still to play for here. They're also playing a team who's also 2-1, so they can help themselves. That's one team you jump ahead of, and there are other 2-1 teams who will play today, and they could lose, and then you can jump ahead of them as well. So keep an eye on the Summer League standings and what happens there. It's just fun. It's fun basketball. We're seeing Koby. Koby is leading the Summer League page right now on the NBA's website, so that's good attention. I'm starting to see some national conversation around, hey, the Suns get a steal, like not just within our conversations, but some other people saying how this guy fall to 30. So that's exactly what I wanted to see from him in the summer.
Yeah, Ko's getting his highlights posted by the NBA account. Like he's getting highlighted a lot by these NBA accounts. That's pretty good for a guy who went 30th. Here's something that was said on the broadcast a couple minutes ago. Alan in our Discord just said, Iman Shumpert made me smile. Quote, the Suns need to understand that Book needs to shoot more than Jalen Green.
I mean, like Shumpert's right, but also, how are those shots being created for Devin? Is he going against the grain to get those shots, or is he getting them in the flow? Because Jalen took a lot more shots than Devin, more than likely because Devin was getting a certain level of attention that put Jalen in position to take shots on good quality. So there's give and take there. Tell you what, Iman Shumpert, let's hop on a podcast and we can talk about this.
Real.
That'd be great.
Because Iman is one of the better guys that are post-playing career doing the media thing at this present moment. It's been that for a couple of years now.
No gimmicks.
No gimmicks, just hoop talk. And he's really good at what he does and
a
still
great
getting
storyteller.
better. And also is just from Chicago, so that's a given.
Of course. Naturally. I was going to say I misspoke, by the way. This Pistons team is 1-2 and not 2-1. I need to brush up on my summer league.
Come on, dude.
Obviously.
We did our entire prep before this. We had a whole meeting breaking down the film.
Records, all of that
Chaz Lanier.
Tennessee,
He's playing.
Tennessee legend.
What was that pass?
That was very late.
Some say he's as smooth as a Tennessee jumper.
Nice box out, Khaman.
Yep. Oh,
yeah.
And the soft hands. Good
That
hands.
was good.
Good
The
hands.
box out was really strong.
This is one of those things where we've talked about with him, like learning how tall you are, learning how strong you are, because it's like harnessing a lot of those things you don't realize yet because the game is still new to him. Playing at this level is still new to him. And we say that all the time, but there is a level of like kind of just learning what you're capable of doing in these moments, and we see that in real time with him. Great putback from him.
By the way, he is 20 and 10.
20 and 10.
Like, he was having a somewhat rough game, and obviously the free throw shooting is something that you'd like to see improve, but he has 20, 10, 1-1. 6 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds, only 3 fouls on the night.
6-0 boards, that fits right within what this team wants to do, winning the possession battle and him doing things that will translate, because ultimately it doesn't matter who you're going against. There'll be better rebounders out there, but it's a matter of just half of the battle is wanting it. And then just the angles and the science of rebounding, and he's displaying that out here today.
Nice look.
Nice
Mm-hmm.
pass.
Nice look.
I like that.
That's good.
Steven, would you want to see, down the line, we talked about the addition of the three-point shooting. Maybe at any point in time, do you think it would be too ambitious to say when teams start playing a different way to maybe see him drive closeouts?
It has to be part of the bag. As a floor spacer, you have to be able to deck it. That's what makes a guy like Kristaps Porzingis so good. That's what made guys like Al Horford at the peak of his powers so good. That's what made a guy like Dirk Nowitzki so good. Guys that aren't necessarily primary ball handlers per se, but if you give them a closeout that's urgent because of how well they shoot, that's a part of having solutions and counterpunching in your bag, is being able to deck it to a certain extent. Even if you can't necessarily make reads off of those passes, if you can just make a read of getting to the cup, that's enough because you're putting pressure on the rim and then you figure it out after that. So, yeah, I would like to see that. I think he has enough handle in his bag to do that sooner than he's able to, initiate an offense, if you will.
4th straight double-double for Khaman, by the way. Not bad.
And again, a great read. I love the energy that he shows when guys make plays, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was something you guys will hear our full conversation with Tim Legler. Should be up on our YouTube channel sometime within the next hour. And he said one of the things that's really stood out to him is the enthusiasm that Khaman Malauch plays with, especially as a second-year player in Summer League. He also just had a dive to the rim that brought a lot of gravity that opened up that three-point shot.
We talk so much.
Nice steal.
Hey, is that Kobe? No.
That was
these glasses.
That was Askew or Askew.
Askew.
Askew?
Devin Askew. I have a question.
Can I? Yeah, I want to say. Can I? There's a question about Devin. I have to ask you.
There you go. We keep it rolling. Wearing 49 out here. Look like a punter.
Yeah, 49's pretty tough.
Only but so many good numbers when you got a Summer League roster.
Yeah, that's true.
They should retire John Elmore's jersey in Vegas.
Nate Robinson is up in the rafters in Vegas, if I do believe.
For Summer League?
I'm so serious.
Why?
He's like a Summer League legend, bro.
Interesting.
I might just be making that up, but I'm pretty sure that that's a thing that was done.
Like for every year?
I don't think for every year, but it was. It
Just
was
1 year?
It was up. It was up there at one point for sure.
Getting your jersey retired for Summer League's got to be an interesting feeling. Oh, tried to lob it to Khaman. Didn't really work out.
Oh, Nate the Great.
Oh, he played 4 straight Summer League, and they were like, you know what? Hang it up, man.
But you like to hoop.
That's
too
light work
much.
for John Elmore.
You like to hoop too much, sir.
Kobe's back in the game. And
Pete gets to the rim and lays it up.
That could have been an and one.
Should have been an N1.
Should have been an and one. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Is that Koa again? Dang, he got fouled. Transit take foul?
Got mauled.
Lots of fouls in this game.
Yeah, man. Like, what are we doing?
Summer League, that's what we're doing.
15. That's what for Koa. That's 15, 3, and 2.
Tell you what, I would love to see the film session with the officials. Call for call.
Roddy Gale Jr.
My goodness.
And that's the interesting thing,
Cole
too.
running a skinny post from tight end against the cover 2 right there.
That's the interesting thing that is important to, like, kind of.
And he's just smiling naturally.
Oh, man. They got somebody else take the free throw. And then come on.
Eat those.
Is that Corey Camper?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
6'5", Corey Camper, by the way.
Yeah. But I was gonna say that's the thing that you remind you, like, these refs are being assessed as well.
They
like,
are, yeah.
There's the ones who have double-digit numbers are league refs. Because I've seen some league refs in these games as well. But the triple-digit numbers, there's like 286 out there.
Is this a safe space?
But yes.
Even league level refs. Can use
be
some
strong
league
with it.
reps.
By the way, the broadcast acknowledged that Luke Kennard's not on the graphic because Luke Kennard. Well, no, it has become official
It came official 2
Yesterday.
days ago now.
because they
Or
just.
yesterday, rather, yeah.
We don't know what day it is anymore.
What is ESPN?
Brother.
What is ESPN doing?
It's the worldwide leader.
Worldwide West.
There's only one 4-letter network that I trust.
I hear you. Hey, this dude's getting to the line, man. How many free throws is he taking? Oh, it's offensive? Oh, good. 85-79. Suns lead 6:24 remaining in this one. And you win, you give yourself at least a chance, depending on how much you win by. Maybe you are in the dance. So the dance. We'll see how it goes here the last 6 minutes of this game. But if you see the Suns continue to keep their foot on the gas, that would be why. Not a good turnover from Maluach-Peat.
Oh, hello.
Athletic.
So while we would like to see the point differential be heavily more in favor of the Phoenix Suns, hello, Maluach-Peat. As I was getting ready to say, this is where you get to see where guys are with their skill set and their mindset, because it's a close game. You obviously want to win. And now you got to start playing more to your top-tier skills. And that was an example of Maluach-Peat playing to his shot making right there. And then comes in
nice. What are you doing? Go with that, brother.
You got to finish that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But we saw Koa. Koa asserting himself with the very hotly contested midi. And then coming down court on the other end at the level of the screen and hedging out to the sideline, forcing the turnover. Had a chance to cap that sequence, but did not. Yeah, you got to finish that one.
Yeah.
Need that.
But a great game from Malauch, great game from Fleming, great game from Maluach-Peat. Can't really ask for much more. Obviously, you want the win, but at the end of the day, it is Summer League. Winning is not the most important thing in Summer League, even though that's not what they will tell you.
I was going to say, tell them that.
Yeah, it's really not. You think Koa's mid-range game is translatable, Steven, to league?
I do. It'll naturally have to come with maybe creating a little bit more space than he did in college. But I also think that for the space that he might have needed to create, he'll be conceded more space to play one-on-one in than he was in college. Less blocks and elbows and gaps loaded up, and more respect having to be conceded to, let's just say, Luke Kennard space to pass away from him in the post, or Devin Booker space to pass away from him, or Colin Gillespie. Like, there's just more decisions and more space that guys have to make. And there's heavily more consequences to pay from those than it is on the college stage.
Right, benefiting from, I said this with Khaman Malauch, benefiting from playing around just better talent, better players, which comes with a lot. It comes with better spacing. It comes with better creation for you. It comes with more confidence as well. So I see him as someone who, again, guys that are as talented as him are oftentimes risers. In the sense of, hey, the game just got difficult, the moment just got bigger. Well, I'm going to step up and play even better than you've known me to play already. So that's kind of what I'm expecting to see from Maluach-Peat. And we're seeing different glimpses of the types of things that he could be able to do. And they have the luxury of gradually putting more on his plate as the season goes on. And that, I think, will be very beneficial for him as a young player. How do you feel about it?
I'm about ready to add it to the list of things that I think will automatically translate to the league. It's just too smooth, right? He's too confident getting to it. And I think what really helps me get locked in on the idea of it being translatable is just how strong he is. Because if he was only hitting it with like just a little bit of space being created, okay, well, he's a tough shot maker. That's great. But what's going to happen when the athletes are bigger, better, stronger, faster?
Initiation from him over there too.
He is so comfortable getting to his spots, and he has the strength to move guys off of his spot that I think he'll be able to get to it. I don't know if I don't think it's ever anything that you're going to be like, oh, we've got to go build our offense around the Maluach-Peat midi turnaround jumper, but broken play. He's got a mismatch. You want to attack something. Okay, boom. Maluach-Peat finds a post up that he likes. He's good to go get to it, get that mid-range offer, go bully, and get to the paint. Feels like that's going to translate to the league very easily.
I mean, that's the thing, too. There's been a lot of talk about the shooting or whatever, but defenders are crowding his spaces as well. And he's handling that pressure fairly well and finding ways like that turnaround jumper he had. I'm going to get to my spot. You're in my space. I'm going to bump you. Okay, you're not going anywhere. All right, now I got far enough to where I want to get, and I'm making this shot. So that's encouraging to see the mechanics on that to look the way it looked. All right, you can build on that. That's a building block.
I think that's the thing.
Quick first step. My goodness.
He's good. He's really good. I think that's the thing for me with Koa, though. When you have a shot like the midi that's firmly in your bag, the next thing that you can add to your game to kind of maximize that skill, nice. That's a good drive. I like it, though, is the discernment piece. So, okay, I can take this midi here, but should I take this midi here? Is this a shot that I know I can make, or is this a shot that I'm kind of playing the guessing game with? And I think that's the thing that makes Kevin Durant so great. KD takes his midis, obviously, but he takes them on the terms he wants to. And when he takes them, it's one that you're like, all right, that's probably going in.
Mm-hmm.
Like the KD midi is the equivalent to the Steph Curry 3. Every time he lets it go from one of his spots with that type of rhythm, you think it's just going in. And I think with Koa, knowing that you can be a tough shot maker, but not always taking tough shots, I think is the thing, because you don't want to be kind of using it as your fallback option. You want to be going to it with intent or purpose, because honestly, in his rookie season, probably 90% of the time, he should just be going to the rim, going through someone's chest, going through arms and hand help, and kind of manipulating the whistle to his advantage.
I'm so curious to see, just thinking about all these young guys in different levels. I'll say it again, the luxury that this team has, that they don't have to ask but so much of them. They don't have to ask them to do anything that they're not ready to do right away. Mm-hmm. This is the test of, okay, how much are you ready to do right away? And I won't take this fully from this, because they might be able to do a little more than they're showing right now because of circumstances. Guard play is going to be different when the season rolls around. Spacing is going to be different when the season rolls around. But these things that you're able to do, all right, now I know what the package looks like when I'm not asking you to just be a guy who cuts hard and runs the rim and gets offensive rebounds, because ultimately that's all that they really are going to have to do for this team in the foreseeable future, which is a good thing, because those are very controllable, and I'm not going to say they're easy things to do, but for them, they can do it very well. Knock that open shots when it comes to Rasheer Fleming. It's like one swing skill for each of these guys specifically. Koby Brea has a different swing skill than Rasheer Fleming, has a different swing skill than Malauch, but the non-negotiables, the energy, you guys are 19 and 22 years old respectively. Like, be the most energetic on the court, the most athletic on the court, hardest playing on the court. If you can do that, we can find 5, 7, 9 minutes for you guys, regardless of who the opponent is. And that's an exciting thing to have, as long as they understand that's part of the plan.
Gil, do you have any stories from teams that you've played on in the past where there's a guy that starts the season that's not just firmly in the rotation, maybe fringe, or maybe even an afterthought to a certain extent, and they earn their way into opportunity just off of work at practice, and then kind of that multiplies into good faith and trust built up, and then getting consistent minutes?
Guy comes to my mind, funny enough, he was a walk-on with me until he got put on scholarship my last year at Wake. Injuries happen. Injuries happen, and next thing you know, we're out playing number 13 team in the country, and he's playing big-time minutes down the stretch in Maui because he earned time, he earned the trust of the coaches. And the big thing for us as a group of walk-ons, similar to what these guys were, it was don't be a negative on the court. But then it went from not being a negative, great break right here, to like, oh,
started
now
by a nice pass by Koa.
I'm starting to like do some positives here as well. So that's a perfect example of, hey, you can star in the role that you've been asked of, and then you start to like gain more trust by doing more things outside of that role, and then you get put in that rotation. So, and
how important with that? That's such a tough finish. Very tough. Again, it's a small dude making a big play at a crucial moment in the game.
2-point game with 3 minutes left.
Indeed. How important is it as a player that maybe
nice play?
No, they caught a foul.
No. Come on.
What? How important is it as a player that maybe doesn't start a season firmly in a rotation or as like a primary piece to know that there is some gray area that your coach is willing to work with and extending opportunity on goodwill, knowing that there's a true possibility and there's not being a guess of whether you'll get a chance and it's just a matter of when instead of if.
Absolutely. I think back to, not to rag on him, but I think back to Tibbs, right, in New York, and the fact that he has a reputation of only playing 7 or 8 guys. Now, to be fair to him, some of those guys like weren't easy to play. Like you got to be playable to get played. But we talked about this with Jordan Goodwin when he resigned, knowing that he was the 14th man to make the roster last year, and then was somebody that the team could not do without. So understand that, like,
good block, Koa.
Hey,
that's a big time play.
He's hurt though.
Oh, is he hurt?
He looked like he was in pain.
He was down for a second.
He's not back.
Yeah, he's not back up yet. That was a hell of a block though. He's up. Okay.
He's good.
Oh no, he took a foul.
Yeah.
Did he fall hard on his tailbone?
I don't know. He kind of fell sideways.
Hip.
Yeah, maybe.
Might just need one more.
Can we get a replay?
Being hurt. I ain't mad at it. Is he checking out? Yeah, he's checking out now.
Yeah. Hell of a block though. Holy shit.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
Again, being
He
athletic,
punched that.
being energetic.
He absolutely punched that.
I started thinking about that Magic Johnson video. Nope. Nope. No. Oh, they call it a take foul.
Wow.
Oh, away from the play foul, I guess you'd call it.
Getting a replay of the block or no?
What's the block?
There we go. Damn, he pinned that. Ooh, I did not like to see that. Yikes. I'm glad he's up and walking, but
he's young. He'll be all right.
He's young. He'll be all right.
Dude was 19 years old, man. He'll be all right.
Dog,
he's also tough as nails.
Bro, that looked painful.
He's literally going to ask for a bowl of nails after the game, and he'll be all right, man.
All right, 3-point game. 2:15 left.
You guys feel the energy?
Can you feel it? Koby exits the game, 19 points, 3 assists, 3 boards for him, 22 and 7 for Rasheer, 20 and 12 for Khaman Malauch. Again, the big three is what you want to see. I would assume that what it feels like, especially after that, if this team is not in the top 4 and not playing for anything, this is the last that we see of them. I don't think that they'll play in a 5th game. But if it's a playoff like game, then I would expect to see them again. Big shot from Javonte Cook. Not the first time we've said that since they've been out in Vegas.
Bro is now my new favorite McGregor after this weekend.
Shout out to you.
Gil, you were always my favorite McGregor.
Thanks. More than Ewan? You not a Star Wars guy?
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're still number 1, Gil.
Yes. That was a crazy attempt from Okorie, by the way. He tried to float it over Malauch.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Tough shot taker, tough shot maker.
Javonte Cook quietly had a couple.
I was going to say, he's quietly hooping.
Got 12 points, 5 boards,
Mm-hmm.
couple nice finishes, 2 of 6 from 3.
Had some very fun defensive moments within all of this as well.
Yeah, the compete, the energy. A guy we talked about it the other day, D2 guy. I mean, he's 27, so he's been around for a while, but played USC Aiken, Mars Hill College, Winston-Salem State, a lot of different places that he's had different stops around his career. But that's where that chip, that work ethic comes from. I played against all of those schools, so I know how it gets there for him in this day and age. Though it shows if you can hoop, you can hoop.
For
now
sure.
he's out here playing against guys who play at Tennessee and Kentucky and everything.
Come on, hitting free throws when it counts.
He did.
Make them when they count, big fella. And Koby back in the game.
Koby back in the
Told you
game.
he's going to be all right,
This
man.
guy.
They didn't show it on
Dude's
screen,
tough.
but they gave him a bowl of nails from behind the bench. They found
Dude
it
is
and
tough,
gave it to
man.
him. No different than Popeye eating his spinach. That's Kobe eating nails.
So, Falcon, this is game 4 of 4 that is scheduled. Everybody gets a 5th game. We spoke too soon. Everybody gets a 5th game. If you don't, the top 4 teams, all 30 NBA teams are here. The top 4 teams will play in the Summer League playoffs, and then, that is semifinals and finals. If you are not among the top 4, you get
Nice,
one
Kobe.
more game. So the Friday schedule is already set. I do believe the Suns would play on Saturday if it is a non-semifinal game, and I don't know about how it works for the semifinals, but I do know that there are games on Friday that have already been set for the teams who cannot qualify for the playoffs. So everybody plays at least 5 games. That's the answer.
We'll let you know what we're doing for that final Summer League game.
Once we
haven't
know
decided
more,
yet.
you'll know more.
Man, y'all already know. We ain't got to do all that.
Well, we'll We'll see. But you guys do know we'll be at Gila River Resorts Casinos tomorrow at 6. First 10 people to show up to our live show at Wild Horse Pass. Good closeout. We'll be getting a free Suns hat. That is Pistons ball. Yeah. Definitely show up. Definitely hang out with us. We'll be talking probably some Summer League. Maybe a little Come On Malauch Propaganda Hour Part 2 tomorrow at Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
If you didn't get enough the last time, we got more for y'all.
Go to gophnx.com.
Dang.
Good
Defense.
contest.
There you go. No foul that
Stay down.
time. Good
Nice.
job. Come on.
Stay
Yeah.
down.
There
Good
you go.
board.
That's a big time rep.
That's
right
11
there.
huge.
boards.
The game itself, but also for him.
Yeah. Not to foul there. He would have fouled there mid-season.
Growth, man. Growth.
It would have fouled there in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Growth.
Wow. That's a bad pass.
The only guy who didn't get the reference is the guy.
Oh, my goodness.
I heard you. I'm just responding to Kevin on Twitter. Kevin said shut Maluach-Peat down. I got bad news for you.
That guy loves to play too much.
Tell him, reply and say, you go guard him then.
Kevin can't walk right now, let alone guard anybody.
You want to say something so bad.
Winding down here.
Yeah, Operation Get Shump on the PHNX Suns podcast.
Everybody go tag him on
Firmly
Shumpert.
underway, and he is active on Twitter. Shout out Shump.
If he gets enough mentions, he will see it.
I can promise you this. A conversation, very thorough and very enthusiastic conversation about one Jordan Goodwin will be had.
Absolutely.
Should Iman Shumpert make his way onto the PHNX Suns podcast?
Make it happen. Put it out in the universe right
Come
now.
on, who do you most identify? And before you even finish the question, that dude, Jordan Goodwin, man. I can hear him going off on the tangent now.
Yeah.
There we go. Come on, 2 of 2 from the line.
That's good.
That's big time.
Get there, Sheer. Good job, come on.
Ooh,
gosh.
jeez. It's a tough shot.
Need that, come on. There you go.
Hey,
Heady
there you
play.
go. Good effort. Was this phone line?
No, they called it ours.
Okay.
That's our ball, ain't it?
It took him a minute. It
That's
took him a
our ball.
minute to change ends of the court.
This is important. This is important right here. Up
Sure.
9 right now. Can they make it a double-digit game with 35 seconds left? So again, I expect them to continue to keep their foot on the gas.
Easy.
Some are saying this means everything.
I
Call
am.
it timeout.
No.
Okay. I thought I saw him do this, and I was like,
No.
come on.
Wow, under 193.5. Well, yeah, I guess it's at 185 right now. So it's quick maths,
1-800 next step.
basically.
All love and appreciation to you for being here. It is a Wednesday afternoon/evening.
Hey, I ain't gonna knock nobody hustle. Get your money.
If it hits,
Yeah, you gotta get your money though.
Hey, get your
Don't
money.
be playing with your money. I said get your money.
Interesting. So I just saw Chaz Lanier and leave and the Ebuka Okorie come in, the smallest guy on the court, into the free throw box. I wonder if they're trying to run something really quick for between those two
Trying
guys.
to run up them stats.
guys, we have a rare good Kyle
Good
Kuzma
pass.
take on the timeline.
Aware of what?
A rare good Kyle Kuzma take on the timeline.
Yep. See, look at that.
Yeah,
Put the
Koa.
foot on the gas. Foot on the
good
gas.
follow.
Good, Kobe.
Good follow, Kobe.
Up
Run
12
up that
now,
score. Run up that score.
but not too much for Carlos.
Fair.
Let's go.
Good switch.
Good game all around,
Nice.
guys, huh?
What do y'all think about
You know what?
unwritten rules?
Good
They're
deal.
not written for a reason.
Man, play till you play to the game over with. I ain't trying to hear none of that baseball nonsense. And I thought he poked it. I don't want to hear none of that baseball nonsense. And I love baseball as much as anybody. My first true love. Play the game, have fun playing the game, and play the game until the finish. You want a team not to score on you, and it's a double-digit lead for them in the last 45 seconds. Get a stop.
Get a stop.
That's simple. If you can't get a stop, then hey, take the ball to the net and go try to score. Use that same energy you use getting mad at them to go try to score on the other end.
Yeah.
And then get a stop on the other end after that, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know where it started. I don't know who it is.
Stop looking for help from unwritten rules and officials, man. Go do your job. Ain't trying to hear all that, man.
See?
I mean, I'm just saying, everybody talk about being dogs and competitors, but you complaining about a team going to score where you didn't stop them? You didn't say nothing about that in the first quarter where you gave up 37. So why are you complaining about it now when you down 24 in the fourth quarter?
What a win for the Suns.
188 win for the Phoenix Suns out in Las Vegas. Now we await their fate.
Shout out Cole. Look at Cole.
Yeah, shout out. We got Khaman Malauch, 23 points, 15 boards, 6 on the offensive end. Rasheer Fleming, 22 points, 8 boards. Maluach-Peat, 19
Shout out
points.
Granny Pete.
Shout out. And then Javonte Cook, the other Sun, in double figures with 12 points. And give a shout out to Darius Brown as well, 9 points, 8 boards, 6 assists in the game. We appreciate you all hanging out with us for over 2 hours as the Suns move to 3-1 in Las Vegas and have a shot at playing in the Summer League playoffs.
Out.
We will have more news for that when we learn more news about that. Until then, though.
Shout out everybody that snuck away and was watching us on stream while they was at work. Because I know y'all wasn't at the crib. Not all of y'all.
Yes, shout out to all of you.
We appreciate y'all.
For sure. Any final thoughts from anybody?
This is exactly what we wanted to see. We got the Rasheer Fleming game. It just also came with a Malauch game and a Pete game. I am all in on this Suns young core. I don't care if it's just Summer League.
There you go. I don't care if it's just Summer League either. And on the way out, make sure you follow the Freckled Mamba at Freckled Mamba. Make sure you follow Steven at StevenPG3. Make sure you follow me at Gil McGregor with an underscore. Make sure you follow Erik at ErikRuby and follow us all at PHNX_Suns. We will see you back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. We'll see you in person at Gila River Resorts Casinos at Wild Horse Pass for PHNX Suns Live. Until then, have a good one.
We all silly like the mayor.